All right, welcome back to Shard Hunter, Session 73. So this is a Pathfinder 2e homebrew campaign where we start off bright-eyed and dauntless in our Tolkien-esque adventure, but we quickly watched our new world spiral into a Lovecraftian horror. So now we are racing against a twisted cult bent on bringing their new Eldritch Master into this world to destroy it. The gods of this world were forced to release an infernal plague in order to taint the world and preventing the crossing of these eldritch horrors. While this plague prevents such, it is also resulting in sickness and death. Our only hope might lie in finding the elemental shards of primordial titans. So this is Shard Hunters. And some quick notes. We are currently streaming on Dirk Dork's Twitch, and we will be moving over next session to Way of the Dice. So please join us over there. Also, we are going to be doing some streaming video games. I believe we have a little Valheim group play that we're going to be doing. We all love to play that, so we're going to be hitting that up. And some quick notes on a recap of the last two sessions of Shard Hunters. So, 2 sessions ago, me and Nadep were not here. So we've done two little split mini campaigns, sessions, not campaigns. Campaign is what we're. Anyhow, two split sessions. I believe Hatala, Eve, Akar, and Winky all went on a little adventure to a mage's tower where they found several things, and I believe one of the main things they found was, let's see, you've got runes on Winky's hammer that finds doors. What's some other things you found in the towers, guys?
We found out that the mages were murdered by the King of Orm. Well, not the King of Orm, the imposer King of Orm. And there was just bad things there, but one of the gods was being worshipped there, and that was kind of important to Hatala. It's the same one she's worshiping for Rasma.
Okay. That's okay. We can keep on going. If you think of anything more important, just jump back in on it. On to the second mini campaign, because last week it was Nadep and Core, me, Akar, and Winky. So Eve and Hatala were out. So the ladies stayed at camp while we went off adventuring. Started off with Core sleepwalking. Figured out it was we found a cave because Core was being led somewhere and Nadep was following. We went back, grabbed the two other boys, and then we went cave diving. And where we
Some
found,
spelunking.
that's right, some spelunking. We found how to describe him? He was a primordial titan, a magma titan. So the son of the earth titan and the fire titan. So the magma titan. Anyhow, we showed up and ultimately witnessed his death. It was sad and moving. We did several things there. I believe uh, Nadep went and handled some more creation stones, adding to his repertoire. Also, a big note was that Akar was able to absorb a death stones. So he has that basically
Life.
implanted in his chest.
Life.
Oh, life. Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, no, it was death. Yeah,
Death.
you're right. It was
It
death.
was death.
It was death. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
so
don't know
there was
why
a
I was life.
there was a small fragment. So when
Touch
the
life
magma
stone.
titan died, it was the firestone, an earthstone, and a sliver of death, and he was able to basically smash the death stone into his chest. So now he's able to absorb it, much like Core can absorb fire. Uh, Core's is on his forehead, and Akar's is in his chest. Um, also, also slightly of import to our current situation is that not our fault, but there may be a giant volcano about to erupt, and we're standing in ground zero. So we need to flee swiftly, and I believe that catches us up. Did I miss anything super important?
Winky got Earth.
Winky, that's right. Winky did get Earth power. He was bumming around, jumping across pillars, and Rolled the old, what was a natty 1?
Followed
Dice on the road.
by Hero
Yep.
Not
point,
one.
natty
Hero
one.
pointed,
Not one.
netted one again.
That's right. That's right. Oh, it was double fumbled. So congratulations on that. So we pick up with getting back to camp and explaining to Eve and Hatala that we are on top of Mo coming in.
We have a Mo.
All right,
Just
folks.
messed
Well, we
everything
are
up.
gonna pause here while
We
I
stalled the perfect
desperately.
amount of time.
Yes.
All right, folks.
It was a teaser. Tease,
A
tease.
teaser.
We'll be
No,
right
you
back.
guys have to do stuff because I have to fix all the feed.
Oh,
But the question is he going to turn on his camera? Or is he going to stay like that?
Well, I can still fix the feed. I just need him to.
Oh, there
Looks
you
like
go.
Come
camera's coming
on.
on.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, that's a different
Lord.
room.
Yes.
He said he would be in a different place.
Yeah, I had to go back and set everything to default from default because I haven't used this computer in quite a while.
Oh, you laggy.
All right, so Charles, would this be a decent time to do my crafting rolls?
Yes.
Be right back.
I'm gonna need a token.
Can't leave, can I?
Or can I
Um,
just
You're
go to
fine,
a tree
Wiki, for
basement or
now.
something?
your best bet would be to go back to Castle Orm or the basement. That works too.
That's not right. That's not right. That is not right. No, it's just she doesn't have it right.
This is.
All right.
parent life.
Yes, it is. No.
You completed your jewelry.
Nice. Thank you very
Christopher's
much.
come out with the old sweater for pants a couple times before. He'll just put on a pair of sweaters, pair of pants, and just like, okay, no. So what'd you make, Hatala?
Who asked that?
You couldn't tell?
The
Made it?
Rock.
That was indeed it.
That was me.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh. Guess I need a character. Yep.
Yeah, go to tree basement.
Trey Bags, Matt.
Everyone doesn't have to go there. Only those who are rolling dice have to go there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
All
Everyone
right.
went there.
You did spot something. Now make a
Yeah.
religion check. All right.
Exciting.
Somehow he was like, Atala always says what she's making.
Yeah.
Why didn't she say anything?
What's that? What's that? What's that symbol right there? The symbol of Pharasma.
You just said what it is.
Well, yeah, but what's up with that?
I just after seeing the mage's resolve and devotion to her, I figured since I've been following her for so long, I should make a symbol of my own.
Atali, your voice has gotten so deep.
Sorry.
We didn't say it was a bad thing. We just said it was noticeable.
I do my best. That is not Atala's voice.
No.
No, that is not.
All right, you've satisfied the depth's curiosity.
Awesome. What's up, little duck?
I have a duck. I have a duck. I have a duck. Are you gonna type on my computer? No, you're
We
not
have a
typing.
very similar outfit that Kylie wore when we brought her home from the doctor.
I wear
That
that
up
too.
box.
Oh,
Huh?
well, look, he's
Didn't I wear
already
the
figured out
same
how to
duck
untie
outfit?
stuff.
You may have.
He said,
No.
"Nope, don't want that on my head." See, now that's right.
Y'all, Will is working fast and furious, and it is starting to look like he's almost done. So we're doing pretty good here.
No. Ship. No.
Hey, you're
So,
making him mad. He thinks you're trying to give the shit to him.
Charles, have we interacted with them yet at all, or we're like coming up the stairs?
On the bunker.
I didn't
Hold
touch
on.
it. Hey, look at me.
I was just meaning, like, can I discuss stuff with T'Challa? Well, I guess I could because I've already
Okay,
asked about
I
the other.
think video is good.
You think it's good?
That looks good.
Audio.
Well,
Oh,
according to we had headed, like you guys had grabbed us, and we kind of started running.
Oh, okay.
So we were kind of together. So you could have
This
like
is in
seen it,
transit.
and this is like as
You
we
are
were.
planning to run. Nothing has actually occurred yet.
Gotcha.
Well, we always
Because
seem to
y'all shouldn't have
change
to pack
whatever
up your
happened
things.
at the end.
Yeah, the plan at the end was y'all are going to grab your things and run. But it's already late in the day.
Yeah, because Kor
Gotcha.
sent a message to the Giants to warn them of the volcanic activity. He had gotten the box from the Lich King of the World that likely has a portal key inside of it that could bring us back here when it's safe again. And then we got a head egg from Eric's mage telling us about what was happening in the south, but that we should head north to a place that Kor recognized. And then Kor told somebody up there that he knows something's going on. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
I
Has it all
wasn't
been
even
messaging?
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is getting late, so if y'all try to run tonight, y'all are going to have to be running in the night. Or y'all can sleep till the morning and make it in the morning. Because his message was 3 days.
yes, he said we likely have 3 days.
And you're saying this is only like a couple hours journey?
It's at least a full day just to get to the edge of Orm.
We're not going to be able to run through the night. Let's take
Okay.
the time, get some rest. It doesn't have
That
to be a
means we'll have
full
1 day.
night, but we can get some rest. So we can just go and go and go.
Okay. And Nita, did you wanted to do something? You were asking a question, but I could not hear you.
No, I was trying to make sure that I understood the timeline. But the
Okay.
fact that Derek and I discussed something meant that.
Who's Derek?
Sorry.
Okay. So do y'all sleep the night through?
Yeah.
Y'all do anything special during the night?
Just our normal
Huh?
watch.
Okay. Okay, you sleep through the night without anything major going on. The only thing of note is maybe about 2 or 3 times throughout the night there were some minor tremors, not enough to wake the sleepers, unless they want to say that they're light sleeping. But most people would have slept through those tremors if they weren't, freaked out about them.
Okay.
Get us to the morning.
Tick, tick, tick.
All right. And the rains are coming down unstoppable this morning.
Get your rain gear and let's pack up and get going.
Okay. Y'all pack up all your gear and start to head out. And as you're leaving, you notice you're walking down an incline.
We just like sled down. It's raining so hard.
I have a question. What's incline?
Yes, I'm absolutely with that. Can you fashion us something that we can slide on?
Like mud boards.
I can fashion something.
I mean, I guess I could shape stone.
We could do that on any descent and try to speed things up.
Ooh, can I slide down on my hammer?
It's
Charles,
not
can we?
like multi feet. It's you're going down and probably based on your dwarven senses, it's probably about a 6-foot drop to the edge of town.
Oh, never mind.
But
Okay.
previously there was no incline.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
I also
it's
notice we
bad.
keep saying incline instead of decline, so it's going up. We're not sledding up.
okay.
This is happening.
So we need to head out really quickly.
so maybe the world's trying to protect it from a volcano erupting.
No, there's a zit here. It's about to pop.
In a game of the mind, visually, that was brutal.
Charles, are there any trees nearby?
Those look disgusting.
There's almost no trees in Orm.
Okay.
If there were, they were destroyed long ago. The worm did a lot of damage to this area.
So there's like a wall upwards that we have to get across.
Not a wall.
Was something?
The
So
ground is rising.
The ground looked like this. Now it
Oh.
looks like this, and we were like over here.
So would you say that there's at least a tree of the same species within 5 miles?
No,
Okay.
there's no living trees in Orm currently.
What are you guys trying to
Okay.
do? Let's just keep walking.
Trying to
Orm
use
was
new.
always the desert, but when the people of Orm colonized it, they made it a nice watered desert. They made it habitable. Okay. Core, you normally have said repeatedly when you're doing your downtime, like when sleeping and things like that, and when you're up and awake, you're studying through your books.
Absolutely.
All right. When you were on your watch, not much was happening, so you were flipping through one of your books that you got from the city, from the castle, and the book actually mentions about the founding of the city of Orm and the kingdom of Orm. And basically, it talks about how the people were displaced from their homelands by war with the elves, and then they moved, and then they founded a new homeland, but then that was displaced when the Earth Titan and the Fire Titan fought in their homeland and destroyed it. Their homeland was burned as the Fire Titan fell, and so the people of the ancient kingdom decided to help them set up the kingdom of Orm, because Ormandius was their leader at that time, and they helped them move to this location. And the reason they picked it was because this was where the Fire Titan lived.
Oh,
And now that the Fire Titan is dead, his kingdom was up for grabs, and it was full of many minerals. So the people of Orm would have unlimited resources,
very
and the
interesting.
ancients couldn't use it.
Okay.
And so that's why they came here. And when they first came here, it was a blasted firescape. Multiple volcanoes. That's why there's lava underneath everything. They flattened it with the help of the Earth Titan.
Okay. So I'm guessing with the fire titan having been living here, which is what caused it to be a desert.
No, it was actually a volcanic hotland.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And then the Earth Titan flattened it for the Ormites to live.
and that would, okay. So that's why it said that it's going back to the way it was before the kingdom was here.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Basically, the magic of Orm and all of its people was what kept the volcanoes at bay.
All right, all right.
And now that the machine's destroyed, there's nothing keeping the volcanoes at bay anymore. Because there's no more people of Orm either.
Basically, oh wait, no. So everybody's dead already. So
Hmm.
I thought there were actual living people there. So.
Okay. Yeah, and I typically share all that I can with the group, especially over meals and things like that I've learned.
All right. So, y'all have managed to walk a good distance. Let's see. About midday through the journey, right before lunchtime, you'll notice a group of flying creatures in the distance. They seem hesitant, but one of them flies out over the desert, and the others are obviously balking away, but the one then notices nothing happens, and the three of them go darting into the desert.
Didn't we see some drakes before we came in here?
Y'all have seen a couple, and you saw one of them get exploded by the defense spell.
Hmm.
They've been trying to get in here.
Can we tell if that's what it was?
At the distance, it's a little hard to tell. It was a drake, you just don't know what variety.
Gotcha.
It wasn't big enough to be a dragon, but it was too large to be something smaller.
Mm. So like a big lizard.
All right. Y'all have actually made it to the outer city by the end of the day. Y'all are it's a little slower going than you're expecting because the tremors and the melting snow along with the downpour of rain has made it into a sloppy mess. But y'all think y'all have about basically a day to a half day to get out tomorrow.
We should be good.
Have we felt any more tremors? Have they been getting worse?
The tremors are not as strong here, but are coming more often.
Nadab, what's your take on this?
Would I be able to give him any more detailed information than
Make
just that
a
it's
dwarven
continuing to
sense
build?
roll. Now, your best guess is the 3-day timetable is probably correct because you don't sense anything significant enough to alter your opinion. The
I'll
one
go
thing
ahead
you
and
do notice, you're now starting to see small rises in individual areas where small amounts of lava is pushing up.
Were we able to find any shelter, or get? You said we got to another city.
You're in the ruins of that outer city, the first one you came to, behind the gate.
With Nadep's input, I would, talking it over with the group, um, suggest just trying to find shelter because this rain is gonna make us go slow and fatigue us if we keep trying to push.
You notice in this city, about 3 or 4 of the buildings have sunk down about 6 or 7 feet. And the lowest floor is looking kind of, you know how something looks plasticky when it starts melting? The lowest floors that you see are starting to droop and look plasticky.
So unsafe.
I don't know if
Yeah, your
it's
guess is the lowest floor, the actual first floors have probably melted into the lava already.
Hmm.
But not every building, just some of the buildings. Because you remember, some buildings had direct shafts down to the lava, and other buildings didn't.
Then I don't know what to suggest, folks.
Are there any of the tower areas that were there that we could probably get to do shelter? The higher buildings?
Most of the towers are in the center of Orm. On this outer skirt area, the biggest you can find is a small rock bluff with a building on it.
Is there any
And
logic to
By
traveling to
Small
the
Rock Bluff, I mean it's about 50 feet off the ground, a single piece of granite.
Should we travel to the tree?
What?
What's our way to get back to where we need to go?
Our only concern, so Core's take on this. Core is, we can leave for the tree at any point in time. Core is pushing and asking us to go north, to get out of Orm and keep going north. If we
Then I
we
would
go
be-
to the tree, we can leave it open, but there's no guarantee that this building will still be here.
I don't want to. If my suggestion in going to the tree is going to the tree and closing that door, and then trying to get to the north again another way.
That would make it several weeks journey.
I understand that, but it's more of a suggestion of safety at this point. But
That's
if
for
I'm also willing to push forward,
from Core's mindset, or Core would say, if you need to be safe, be safe. Go to the tree. I'm gonna keep going.
I'm with you. I'm just offering a suggestion of how we can do this if it starts to get too dangerous. Do we have our cart?
We could
You
get
sent that back to the tree
it from the
before you
tree.
came into Orm.
We can set up to get food and get our cart and get the donkeys and get travel set up to be a little bit swifter.
I think that would be a good idea. It would help speed us up to get out of here, and we would have the cart to be able to get out of here
Okay.
because we could use its setup. We could remake that later if we had to.
If we get to the tree, we don't have to leave. We could just stay at the tree.
Well, that's not the we need to get north from here. We would have to travel here again.
Okay, do you open the portal to the tree? Because y'all
We need
still
to-
haven't opened one up to the tree yet.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
afraid of the plague. We need a vote on that before we do that. Everybody needs to have input before
Can
we
we
open it into the tree.
can Eve make some checks before we do? I think it's been a long enough time that we would have seen signs, but just to get her take on it.
Yeah, I can look you over.
All right, make your check.
Medicine?
Yes. You do not see any signs of new sickness on anyone here. In fact, you've realized that you haven't seen anyone sick at all in the kingdom.
I think,
Because they're invincible.
Said now. Finally.
yeah, I'll let them know that. I think we should be okay. You know, just stay 6 feet apart, maybe, from most people.
All right. Also, we don't all have to come back as long as we can. If we can get the cart and get a door, we can always rotate if we needed to.
Yeah, we just need
Keep
to
the
get
cart
the
constantly
cart
moving.
Yeah.
because we can. Yeah, once we go through and get the cart out, we can start moving the cart, and then whoever's there can come
Yeah,
out,
where's
come back
Tim?
whenever.
Yeah,
Well,
because we could even do shifts of like 8 hours on, 8 hours back at the tree sleeping.
Tim's like
just-
in Riven or something, still doing
The,
pedaling.
The problem,
Yeah.
the concern would be if we ran into something. We could try
You
to.
might have
Well,
one or two people that were not fully rested. That'd be about it.
And it's similar to something we've done before because we've got the bell system set up, correct?
Mm-hmm. You've had it
So-
in the past.
That would be what we would do is have the bell system set up, and if there's a danger, we would just warn, and then we could come straight through the portal. It'd take no time to join.
I can agree with that.
Crew.
That would speed things up. Core's all about going faster.
We can do that in shifts.
Then we need to also be able to switch out pack animals too.
Sounds like a
Mm.
good plan. Let's get to it.
Yeah, maybe find the Ferrari of donkeys. Get a little extra
What's
speed.
for Huawei?
It's a special region where the best donkeys are grown.
Exactly.
It
Okay,
must be expensive.
so you are planning to
They
opening the
are.
portal?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You open the portal, and one of the guards is standing there waiting, and he runs off as soon as the portal opens.
That's great news.
In fear or
Did we scare him?
They've probably been waiting for us to tell us something.
But wouldn't he wait for us to tell him first?
Or he's getting
He's
like
bringing somebody to
nappy.
us. His
A few
job was
minutes
to
later,
tell
the
them.
guard returns along with somebody else. Who went through the portal?
I'm sure I did.
All right, Hatala. When you are at the portal, you see that one of the staff of the tree, one of the what is her name?
A naughty?
yeah, naughty?
No, they don't come into the room. Remember?
Right, right.
Talking about
Order
the
the
one that
keys.
works at the Order of the Keys,
Order the keys.
Brianna.
Yes, order the keys. Rihanna. It's
Something
been so
like
long
that.
since I've used their name, I had almost forgotten it.
I think it's Brianna.
Rihanna's like, "Oh, y'all are there. Y'all still good?"
We are. There's been a lot of things occurring, and we need to travel and get out of a dangerous situation. But if we could, we're going to need to take shifts resting here and moving our cart to be able to get out of the city area we're in.
Well, it's one of the things. We've gotten rid of your cart.
You have something we can use, or
Yes. I don't even remember who found it, but someone found it, and Davi did some upgrades to it and made it a little bit better. And so here, and you see what looks like a squished cart. It's sized that it'll roll straight through a doorway.
Oh.
The
Why did
collapsible
he do
cart.
that?
He's like, yes, when you get it to the other side, all you have to do is speak the command enlarge, and it will go to full size.
Okay.
He could have
Does
said
it
You
it.
mean
pop to
in
real
Venti?
size when he says it?
She.
I'm sorry. When
These
she
are two
says it.
females.
Sorry.
And
He just
this
Trying to
is
be
a
funny.
bigger cart, so we have actually gotten new horses.
Oh,
Hey,
that is
Let-
wonderful news.
It's the Ferrari of the donkey. A horse.
Because you're still dealing with doorways, we didn't get the largest horses of hauling, but we did get good speed horses.
That right now, that is exactly what we need. Because we need to get out of this city as fast as possible, and we will certainly update you on this and give you information. I know Core has many texts and things that he grabbed, and I'm sure that would be beneficial to you. But I need to get this to them as soon as possible. So
Yes,
but
and
we'll
we also
be able
have
to talk.
supplies because y'all haven't resupplied in a long time.
Yes, we were afraid to bring the plague.
That's good. So far, we've been fairly safe here with only 1 or 2 cases.
Without spreading on those.
No, it was individuals who had already started to get over it when they came here.
Okay. All right, then I'm at this point. I'm going to go back through the portal to bring the cart thing to the rest of the group.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, guys, I'm gonna just toss it down, say enlarge.
No, I want to do that.
You don't know what happened. I'm
I
gonna just
want to
toss
make.
it down, say
Oh,
enlarge, and then say bring on the horses.
Whoa, this is crazy.
It's a
Where'd you get
full-size
this?
wagon.
Nice.
Nevi seems to have been working quite a bit while we were away from the tree, and we have a much better situation for us.
Awesome.
And they bring out 4 horses through the portal.
4 horses.
The wagon is big enough for all of you to sit in it while traveling.
Did they say if we had enough horses to rotate them out?
That was never talked about.
Well, we can go ahead and set the door up in the wagon, and
It already
then
has a
you can go
doorway
through.
set.
Yeah, Devi already
Yeah.
provided it for us.
Well, you can go and ask him while we're riding
About horses?
about extra horses to switch out,
I'll
so we
ask
can just
Brianna. She
continue
was
running.
right through the gate. I'll ask her.
But we need to go ahead and start moving as soon as we
Alright.
got the horses hooked up.
I'll go
Hatala,
through the
here.
gate.
Before you go here, take my bag of holding. It has all the books in it from the
Oh,
library.
yeah. Okay, I will pass this on to her.
I will keep
I'll-
one book to read.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll take that. I'll go through the portal to let Brianna know, or ask her about extra horses if we have any, and give her those books.
She tells you they do not have any horses up here at the top of the tree because the stables are down at the bottom, but they will start keeping at least a fresh pair every day.
So we'll be able to trade out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's late at night now. It'll be tomorrow before they get the next pair out there.
I think that'll be okay for now. We just want to be able to move as fast as possible.
Yeah, the wagon should operate with only 2, but with 4, the horses will last twice as long.
We can just stagger them out. Like, let the back 2 go back into the stables, drop the front pair to the back, then put the fresh pair on the front.
Yeah.
Let's go
It's like 7 o'clock at night.
to sleep. Sorry. I lagged for a second there.
All right, you managed to pass the night without any major problems. Some more minor shaking, and one of the other buildings in town has completely disappeared.
I'd like to do another check to see if I can tell if everything seems to be on the same track.
All right.
Was it still raining or did the rain stop?
We'll find out in the morning.
Okay.
Still torrential rains, and it's dropped in temperature.
Mm.
Still above freezing, but it's about 5 degrees colder today. All right. Based on your understanding of volcanism, it appears to be in the background. You can see the rise in the center now from here.
Okay.
And your
So we can-
guess is the original 3-day is probably right. It may pop before then, but if it does, it won't be as cataclysmic. But if it takes a full 3 days for it to rise up at the way it's going to be a big volcano. But your guess is it will not blast further than the hills.
My question is this: can we lance it? Like, it's essentially a big pimple. We cut a side out of it and bleed off the magma. Can we alleviate the pressure?
But if you did that, all that magma is still on its way out. So instead of having a giant volcano grow up, you're just going to pour out large amounts of magma. A
We're
river
not-
of magma.
The sediment is not too crazy, but I think we just need to let this go back to the way it was before.
Okay.
Y'all get back on your way?
Yep.
You're traveling faster now. Before mid-morning, you manage to make it to the gateway. And you see most of the gateway has just fallen apart, and the tremors have actually broken a lot of these outer buildings, because you see now that there's fingers of basalt starting to rise up at the edges.
I assume we're just gonna travel as fast as we can, as far as we can from this.
Towards where we need to get to.
All right, you've made it outside the hills, and you are now officially outside of Orm. And you know you can feel tremors in the distance, but you no longer feel them rumbling you very much. The ground you're on is solid, standard ground.
So we'd be able to be safe here, whether we stopped here for the night or not.
Yes.
Do we
It
watch
is
the
about-
destruction of Orm?
It is about 3 or 4 p.m. And y'all could go for another hour or so, or y'all could stop here. But you need to decide now, because at this point you need to decide whether you're going to go ahead and cut north, or go straight across to the known lands and then try to take roads up north.
Did you say known or gnome?
Known land.
Okay.
You can go see your family, Winky.
No, they're way far in another part of town world.
That was like, that actually sounds interesting if that's what he said.
That's what I was.
Technically,
Let's
your
go meet
best
some
bet to visit them
NPCs.
would be on your way to the South Kingdoms.
From Core's knowledge of the area, he believes it's pretty much a straight shot north from where we're at, where we need to go. Though I don't. Would I know the land between here and there if it would be too rough for a horse and cart?
It
Oh,
is open steppes.
okay.
The only thing you know about this land is the entire area here is rather flat, rather open. There's sparse dotted trees here and there, but no forests. And there's mountains further to the north, but this area is basically, they call it the plains.
Okay. That would be my recommendation, is to go straight north and to avoid the towns, because there is still a plague that we have to deal with, and just the less people, the better. Unless we need to get supplies, but I think we're okay on that front at the moment.
Our home tree has provided us well in that area, I think, and
Yes,
would be good
everybody's
to trust
stocks are fully loaded again.
Do we stay here and watch the fall of Orm, or do we continue on?
I think the fall of Orm happened a long time ago.
You know what I mean? Like the meltdown, blow up.
I think regardless of where we're
I-
at, we're going to be able to witness some of this. And I think the further the better, currently.
But these are like front row seats to this like great geological. I guess y'all don't understand. Never mind. What are we gonna do?
It's dwarf thing.
Supposed to be a dwarf thing. Yeah.
How interested does he seem to be in, like, how invested does he seem to be in this?
The most excited the dwarf has been about anything I've talked about for the most part, other than blowing stuff up.
Or
I'm
could we just
I
let
like
him, let him watch? Can
explosions.
we let him watch?
yeah, I don't know how pressing this is or not. How soon do you think this is going to happen?
We can keep moving, as you said. We'll still see it, but
I mean,
not run too far too quick, so he gets some joy out of this.
yes,
I believe that he should sit backwards in the cart as we run the
Sit
race.
there and watch it as we go,
Yeah.
eating snacks.
Yeah.
Well, this-
let us
this-
know. Let us know when you first see something so that I can watch as well.
this might not be the only chance. It seems to happen to us. Volcanoes erupting, I should say, quite often.
No kidding.
Does anybody have a spyglass?
Actually, wait, hold up. That's another game.
I thought I did think that we were meant to buy one at some point, though, didn't we?
We did talk about it, but I want to say they were expensive.
Oh yeah,
Don't think anybody at the tree has one.
worth asking.
I'm gonna poke my head back through the door.
Erupt says you're
Yes.
over there.
Yeah, I just missed the whole thing. So the whole Dennis the Menace, the movie where it's like a flower that blooms once every 40 years and
We
dies.
do not have a spyglass. We have a core asks if we have a spyglass. Now that is on a to-buy list.
No.
That is
Yes.
all we have in our history of notes.
Man, isn't it great to have this electronic note system? Instead of having like 20 notepads to go back through and scour through and then finally find the answer. We can keep moving. I'll kind of watch from the back. I know we've got bigger and better things to do.
Sit by him.
I'm gonna just kind of gleefully watch and see if I see any kind of eruptions or leaking or buildings shifting because of the heat. Trying to guess where the next little bit's gonna go as we continue down the road.
All right, give me 1 second.
So, Nita, you
Uh-huh.
seem to have. Did you touch something?
I touched a lot of things. I mean,
You know what I
there-
mean.
I mean, yeah, I feel a lot better though. Yeah, I feel like at least 50 to 75 years younger.
You
Been
I was
awesome.
gonna say something that you looked very different when you returned. I didn't know if you got a facelift or something of that nature, but I know that you have some kind of pursuit with these things, but at least it gives me solace that you've already protected your soul in this stone. But you know, I'd really like you to get to a point where you think beyond right here and now.
See, that's where you're wrong. It's not the here right now. The
What do you mean?
dwarf. You know, this is like one of the greatest treasures you could get. I mean, the like pure elemental essence of the Titans. You think I'm gonna pass that up? I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna be smart about it if I can, but you know how rare that is. How
So is
important treasure is.
it
As
about
y'all are discussing, you immediately feel the tremors start to spike, and the horses are starting to freak out.
All right. I'd like to quickly jump off the wagon and run up and use speak to animals and try and calm the horses. Like,
that used to be my job?
And then suddenly, in the distance, the explosion.
Whoa.
You're better at calming donkeys to call them. Horses are a different thing.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the encouragement.
Yeah, calming their elbow doesn't help as much.
Oh, now that was a low blow.
Horses are just giant compared to donkeys.
It's like, what's up, horse?
Big boom.
yeah, I definitely will stop whatever I'm doing and just watch in amazement.
How well can we see through the storm?
The explosion actually blasted the storm away.
Wow.
Basically,
So-
there was just a ripple of force blasting out as it first cracked open, and you can see trails of bits of basalt being launched into the air and globs of magma, and they're raining down, and a few of them have escaped the valley that Orm is in, but most of them are raining down in the valley.
That's a big boom.
And the area behind you where the exit from Orm that y'all used has cracked open and is now a fissure of lava going all the way to the center.
Looks
And the
like we got it.
rumbling begins to subside.
Well, it
And
looks
the
like we got out of
temperature has
there just in
gone up a
time.
good 10 degrees already. Sorry.
You're good.
Now you can speak.
Looks like we got out of there just in time.
Was that it?
That's it. Orm is gone.
I almost expected it to last longer.
I mean, there's still lava and things. Things are being shot out intermittently. The volcano is still erupting. It's just the big blast and the preamble is over. And where the rain clouds were was blasted away in the initial blast. Now you can see the smoke beginning to pour out.
Oh, are y'all ready to continue on?
Yeah, as soon as the horses are calmed enough, let's keep on moving.
Right, they're freaked out, but they're calming down. Y'all travel a little bit further, and now it's the end of the day.
I want to finish that conversation with Nita if he seems approachable. Did you seem approachable, Nita?
I don't know.
Hey, you said taking these in was a rare opportunity. Is it about power for you?
Well, I mean, I think about all the things I can do to help. I mean, not that I like go out of my way to help with things and stuff like that, but you know, we've done so much to just destroy, and we're gonna need to be able to rebuild all this kind of stuff. And I figured the more elemental control, the more damage control I could do, and help out with that kind of stuff. You know, it's think about the long game, I guess. I am a dwarf after all. I'm gonna be around a little bit longer.
That's true. I just want to be sure my friends are in a good headspace.
Oh, I'm not going crazy mad scientist over here, Miss Shadow.
I didn't have no control over that shadow. When he says this, I look and
You bristle
do I
up.
have a shadow? Like, what's going on?
Your
with
shadow
that?
seems normal now.
Okay, I'm gonna be like very, like always double checking shadows and probably for the rest of my life.
And this is definitely said in a playful like picking manner, not an aggressive way, trying to show that yeah I'm it's old Depp, a grumpy old son of a gun, but he's got a fun side to this has grown on him as far as the family collective kind of grouping. So letting Hatala know that letting Hatala know that he appreciates her in his own way of picking at her.
I'll walk away, but I understand. I'm gonna move to the rest of the group.
Do you think our shadows got out of Orm?
I hope not.
Anyways,
From what I could tell on that did not seem like good news.
let's just forget about him and deal with him later.
As we dwarves say, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. Let's move on.
Yeah, those are
All
my
right.
instincts.
It's definitely official dwarven canon. It's right there in the scrolls.
No.
The Orm is no more. We're heading north now, correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
During the middle of the night, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nita, you are on guard duty,
Yes.
watching along, and the rumbles have been messing with a lot of the noise, and basically Orm is loud, so you haven't been able to hear most things that well. So you've been having to use your eyes to sense things at night. And you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you fall over because something just ran into you.
Okay, I'd like to get up, but also be looking around to see what hit me.
All right, and you are looking at a large cat, like a tiger, mountain lion type thing.
Okay.
It has run into you. It looks at you, and it is basically losing its cool, and it is freaking the heck out and trying to run away.
All right. I'd like to try and grapple said cat, but also speak to it at the same time to get it to calm down.
You're gonna have to cast the spell as an action, so you can't do both. You can see that the cat's rear end is singed.
Oh. I'd like to cast a heal on it then, if I can get close enough to lay on
You can do the
hands.
2-action ranged.
Yeah, that'll work.
I want to make friends with the cat.
All right, you do a 2-action ranged heal on it, and its back end is obviously looking better. It doesn't look as mangled anymore, and the cat actually does give you a look back before running off.
Okay. Can I tell if that I'm assuming since the big cat got burnt, that there might be like some underbrush and stuff like that that might be burning. Do we have fire coming this way at all?
You do not see any signs of fire other than the magma that's inside of Orm.
Okay. So I'll just
It could have been living on the border and got too close to the lava.
gotcha. I'll just stoke the fire a little bit and go back to keeping an eye out for the rest of my shift, I guess.
All right. The rest of your shift goes by without any problem, and the next morning comes up. It looks like the rain has stopped today.
So, can I take my skeletal horse and ride out and do some scouting ahead?
Your horse?
The one I
Okay.
summoned. What was that?
His accidental summoned horse.
Somebody may or may not have sent me a random message to remind me about it.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I don't know. I think I want to take full advantage of it and just hop on it and ride along and see if I can see anything along the path ahead of us to see if I can speed up our transit any faster.
All right, make your nature check. All right. You manage to successfully control your horse, and it's a very unpleasant ride, but you ride. Dwarves aren't meant for horses, they're meant for ponies. So are you just riding off, or are you riding around independently while we're all moving? Where everyone
I
else
think I think I would ride up ahead and kind of check out and then come back and give kind of status report on anything I might see. Really just to give us a perception check further out ahead of the track just to make sure that we don't get ambushed or anything of that nature.
He's
Yeah.
pretending to be the ranger.
I'm making sure not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
No, nice
Uh,
one.
All right, y'all don't know exactly where you are, but you do. The best you know is to head straight north. And by lunchtime, you do not see anything.
Okay.
But by the mid afternoon, you do see a little bit further to the west, northwest. There, it looks like it may be a community.
Okay. Can I get close enough up to it that I can
It'll
make
be
sure
another
that's
day's ride to get there.
okay?
The plains are just far enough that you can see things starting to appear in the distance.
Gotcha.
But basically, your guess is y'all will arrive by before lunch the next day if you're actually going to go to town.
Well, Core, didn't you want to avoid towns, or is this the one we're trying to get to?
I think it's still north. It's the next town up, but we can catch the road if we want to after the town. We're looking for a
Anybody?
monastery. And do we see any damage to the countryside or anything that would show that things have been attacked?
Now, you haven't seen any particular signs of much of anything.
It might be beneficial to try to find someone to ask just to see if they've received any word on the monastery.
Drop in the
That's
local tavern.
Well, I don't know
well,
how
and
deep we want to go in, but we can
if
find
you
like a.
remember, in our travels previous, the towns have been heavily guarded, so we'll probably be able to tell as we pass by if this one is the same.
This is a free country, so this is an independent town.
Well, they were guarded due to the plague. I
It was
understand, but
also by royal decree to shut everything down.
that's true.
Now, the area here, these are actually independent small kingdoms. So there might be 2 or 3 towns in a localized area that are not as big as the towns you're used to, but like the 3 of them together are equivalent of one of the towns you're used to. And they call themselves an independent kingdom. And y'all are about to get to the kingdom of Helgus and its capital, Helgus. In fact, that's what you saw a couple farms cropping together to make little villages around it.
Do we know
But it's
anything?
still the middle of winter, so no one's actually doing much farming right now.
Do we know anything about Helgus? Like, if they're famous for anything?
Why do I feel like this is a joke?
I just want lore. That's it. Just asking. Sorry.
They're famous for mayonnaise.
They make a particular type of cheese that's really good. You know, it's all about
Honestly,
that
it's
cheese.
it's in it this innocent this time. I swear. I
Yeah.
just want to.
I have no silly pun, I promise. I know I got a bunch
Mort,
of
do you
cheesy
want to try to
jokes.
remember anything about Helgus?
Yeah, sure. Um,
Either society or one of your lore checks, if it would apply. I think society would do it for you.
I gotta get
Since
on.
you're from the area, it'll be easier.
Yeah, you know anything old Coropedia?
Hold on, I gotta get my. What did you say again?
Society or one of your lores, if it may apply. I'm assuming society would be your best bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 for 20.
The only thing you really remember about Helgus is the town itself isn't the biggest, but it does have about 6 or 7 small hamlets that are in the considered part of Helgus that are all known mining towns. And Helgus is basically they conglomerate ores, process it, and sell it to the other kingdoms. Their primary trade is they're the metal workers. They don't actually make much with it, but they make the ingots that everyone else uses.
Do I know what type of metal? Can we get any kind of specialty metal here or anything like that?
No special metal. They're just all the general metals.
Okay.
Mostly iron, but they do some steel work. They also do copper and silver and gold, and basically all the metals are mined in the mountains nearby. And even in the flats down here, there are some mines.
Okay.
That sounds like a candy store to me. Natalia, you want to go get some gold bars for your crafting or some silver?
Am tempted, but I feel like we have pressing matters. I'm not gonna lie though, I was thinking along the same lines.
Look, we'll just go this evening while we're getting ready to bed down.
Well, we're
And
trying to
It's
also
still
avoid
just 4
plague.
hours away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get there, but you have a whole day to convince me, apparently.
all right, I guess I would like to try and convince Atala as we approach. So I will make those rolls.
Am I gonna not be able to resist? Uh,
What should I do?
Well, let's wait till the next day because you gotta get through the night first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we might die, and then it
Yeah.
won't matter.
Nadep sobs uncontrollably, Hatala's body in his hands. We could have gone to the store.
In the middle of the night, meet up. You're on duty again.
What is going
Yes,
on?
get some late night workout.
You hear something moving in the distance.
Okay. Can I look around and see if I see it?
You think you caught a glimpse of something running away, but there
Okay.
seems to be something at the edge of the camp.
Like to go and take a look and see what it was.
Okay?
Is.
At the edge of the camp, you find a deer.
Oh! Oh, you scared me there.
It was killed and dropped off.
Oh. Oh, okay. Um, I will I guess spend the rest of my shift like skinning the deer. I mean, it obviously looks like it's got some claw marks and maybe the throat ripped out or something.
Yes, very recently.
All right. I'd like to salvage what I can from it. Um,
Maybe it was that
and
cat.
and I definitely think it was. And separate the separate into quarters and leave some out near me while I'm working on getting the skin prepared and stuff like that,
Okay.
with the intention of feeding the cat.
You managed to finish that up by the end of your shift,
Okay.
and nothing else happens for the rest of the night.
Except meat smells like dead meat.
Oh, nothing
When
new.
doesn't need to smell like dead meat?
And he now has fresh fur and meat. And a pile of bones.
Making some fresh venison ground up with eggs and stuff. I don't know. I was gonna say sausage, but I wouldn't have enough time to cure it or pack it or anything like that. So
We
never
could
mind.
make bone arrows.
Alright. You look out and you realize the sky is cleared today, and it feels pretty nice other than 52 degrees. But
What are
with
you
this,
talking about? I like 52 degrees. It's nice.
with the
It's very
skies clear, you can easily see the town in the distance and the smokestacks rising. Y'all head about your way?
Yep.
yeah.
Like to try and persuade Hatala again today
Alright, now you can
to
make your persuasion roll.
just drop in for just a little bit.
Hmm?
I guess I should do diplomacy.
Yes.
Or just like persistence.
Doing diplomacy with persistence, as in annoying. Where's my annoying roll?
I don't want to necessarily intimidate you. I just want to beat you down until you say okay.
There's a
You're
lot. Look, there's a lot of things that are keeping me from not wanting to do this. Cause like, I'm feeling the temptation of theft, and I don't want to feel that temptation. I'm also looking at the idea of the plague, and we're concerned about that, and we have a mission that we're on. So there's a lot of things here that are pushing me towards not wanting to do this. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's going to be easy, especially with that -3 charisma.
Yep. What spells do I have?
Are you about to? No, you better not.
Sorry, I was trying to read that.
That's what you
Hmm.
tell. It's like, oh, you cast it on. I was just trying to read it.
So, ooh, I didn't mean to cast that on you.
We like
Yeah.
take all this time to bond, and all of a sudden he's trying to inspel her to do things.
Right.
Yeah, basically, you're not very convincing with your argument.
Understandable.
But y'all are on the outskirts of Helgus now. The farms are open, but it looks like they're very wary of people passing by. But the town itself does look like it has its walls. They're certainly improvised walls, but it does have walls up around it.
You want to try just talking with one of the farmers?
We are farmers.
We,
As
we can send one
Dun, dun,
person.
little as little contact as possible. I believe Eve has been our contact person with those that may be infected in the past. Correct?
Yeah, you want me to go talk to a farmer?
Yeah, we'll stand back and you be on one side of the
dun,
fence and see
dun,
if you
dun,
can't
dun,
get
dun,
him
dun.
to come at least within, you know, loud speaking distance.
Alrighty.
All right, so you approach with the nearest farm.
Sure.
Yeah, they're all out working in their fields right now. So you find an older man working in a field with some farm implements. He's digging up rocks from his field.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'd just like to ask how your town's doing. And
How our town's doing?
yeah,
Well, we're living. Winter's finally broke, so spring might be coming soon. Got to get ready for the crops.
no, like deathly plague coming through town.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, we had a bit of that.
Just a bit.
Thankfully, the Lord realized that this was something a little bit more serious than some of the people thought, and he instituted isolation.
That's good.
Heard some of them folks in the South were doing it too.
Smart.
Then again, didn't help that the frozen, the winter. This winter was so harsh, nobody traveled anywhere anyway.
I know if we've never seen a winter like that.
Yeah, strangest thing, most uncanny winds we've ever heard.
I have no clue how that came about.
Just glad it seems to be over.
Yep, nice. It would be bad for the snow to stay, and your crops would just not do good. I don't do a whole lot of farming, so
But by decree of the king, that means you can't come to town. If that's what you're
no,
looking for, I see you're from out of town.
I am. So how we can't go into town at
No,
all?
merchants aren't allowed in town. No one is except for town folk.
What about a healer?
Don't matter. No one's allowed in town. We got our own.
Alrighty.
But there is a merchant station set up if you want to do any trading.
Okay.
Maybe you can
Thanks.
sell your wares and goods there.
Alright, thanks, sir. Rocky. That's what your name. Have a good day. Good news, guys. We can't go into town.
Good.
What's the bad news?
Bad news is, Rocky is working all alone. He's doing a good job.
Did we
There's
just
also
lose it?
a
Hmm.
merchant thing, if you want to check that out. But you can't go into town. Sorry, Nita.
Okay. Did he mention anything about the monastery?
Oh, I'll be back. I'll go talk.
Hey, it's Eve. We can
He
ask
just
him.
like sprints off again.
Nobody, y'all should have you got to give me a list of things I have to ask, or I don't know what I'm doing.
You're gonna have to start asking.
Yeah.
It's like,
All
hey,
right.
this is the stuff I think I'm gonna talk about. What am I missing?
Are there other friendly-looking farmers around, or is he the only one?
She
You
does
gotta
not
go
wanna
back to the
follow
same
her.
guy.
This is the only farm y'all are at currently.
Eve's like, we gotta go to a whole other farm because I've already
Yeah.
talked to this guy.
He's gonna think I'm crazy. Who cares? All right. Sorry to interrupt. Your
I
rock,
don't know where it is.
whatever.
Yes.
I think he had a
Do you know about a monastery?
A monastery? There's none
Yeah.
in Elvis.
That way.
In the next town?
Yeah.
No, I've never been there.
So you don't know anything about a monastery?
No.
It's about a text. There's
You mean the monks? Them fighting guys?
Yep.
I've
Yeah.
seen a couple of them fighting guys too in my time. It's amazing what those little weirdos can do.
Fighting guys.
Bunch of robe-wearing weirdos to me, but whatever.
And
Each his
then,
own. Peace and comfort and balance.
was I just supposed to ask about that, guys?
It's good enough.
All right. Thank you for all your help.
No problem.
you do message.
She wouldn't be able to respond.
No, I'm
She's just yelling back from across the room.
I think
Honestly, I could have told y'all to come over, but y'all could have yelled at him too.
this is a good setup. It's fine.
Anyway. Again, sorry to bother you, and I was just like, okay. Alright, guys. Good news is, he doesn't really know a whole lot about the monastery, but he did say there's these fighty guys, the monks.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
all I got out of him, so.
So he doesn't know about any attacks or anything.
Guys.
We can
What?
talk to the traders.
Let's just go
Yeah,
to a
we'll
different
go to
farmer,
the-
because I'm not bothering
You s-
Rocky again.
Like Core said, there's merchants, right? We can ask them. They probably travel a little more.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, y'all travel a little further and you get to where the roads are, and there's basically a tent city type thing set up.
I want to talk to a merchant.
They are keeping apart from each other as well.
All right, I have to ask about the monks, the monastery, and attacks, right?
Can I come with you?
You need,
No, we also see if there's anything cool.
Any other questions to add to the list?
do we want to sell anything while we're here?
I don't even know what we have right now.
Yes.
Oh, I did have that unusual sword I still need to check out.
We've got a lot of stuff that we probably ought to.
See, shield. I'm down a shield.
Your shield needs to be fixed.
Mhm.
Either you
Is
can
there
buy one.
possibly
Hey.
any scrap gold around? You know, things like that.
Hey, Core, I can fix your shield while she's talking to him
Oh
That's
yeah, actually,
true.
while
He's
we
got his
travel,
with the
compact
forge.
forge.
Okay,
we
yeah.
can also go in the tree. Just saying.
Well, he's got the forge thing too now.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I'm
As long
gonna
as you
take
can,
out
it's
the.
a magical shield.
Can I do that, or do I need to go to the tree to get people to
You
help
have
me with
magic
magic?
crafting.
Do you have magical crafting?
I think you do.
I don't know.
I think he does.
I'm checking on him real quick.
Okay, I have 2 gallows tooth. They're worth 100 gold each.
If someone else has magical crafting, they can come help me, right?
Yes.
No, they have to do it and you can help them.
Oh,
Yeah, you do not have magical crafting.
does anybody have magical crafting?
Aerotane or
Airtane?
Airtane.
Oh,
yeah.
I have magical crafting. I know I do. I
Yeah.
thought he had it too, but I do
I
have it
don't.
for sure.
So I just walk through. I have a Hatala. I walk through it, and she fixes it.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me see something, because he does have quick repair.
I thought he had it.
But I think he might be able to repair a magical item, he just can't make one.
Makes sense.
Let me check.
I don't see any of the items that I picked up from the area under the where the machine was.
What? What?
Because I did have a bag of holding, but I don't see it in my inventory anymore.
We may not have, because we did get a lot of stuff in that.
And they did.
I'm looking through them right now.
They did. They might have updated it and it screwed it all up. Maybe.
Well, I remember seeing the bag of holding in my inventory at one point in time. But
Well, the stuff. Okay, so while we're kind of looking through
because I was thinking of anything
Uh,
new
uh,
that I got that
we got
could
4,000
possibly sell.
gold. We got 3 Adventurers Guild pouches we were going to bring back to the Adventurers Guild. There was a Staff of Evocation, but we were unsure of its power. The Explorer's Yurt, a car, you have that. I got a knapsack of halfling kind.
A what?
There's a pendant of occult that a car has. It lets him do dream message once per day. There was an eagle eye potion. Nita has that. A potion of fire resistance. Eve has that. Elemental gem. Casts a 5th level summoned fire elemental. It's a one-time use. Core has that. By the way, the potion of fire resistance, Atala rolled a 1 for getting that, but I'm sure everyone would trust her. So, see what happens. Aligned oil that gives an alignment of unholy damage for 10 rounds. Nita has that. Explosive arrow, 10-foot burst, 6d6 fire damage. A car has that. Cheetah elixir, plus 10 speed
Cheetah.
for an hour. Core has that. Feather with a dip of gold on the end, and a rune that looks like a whip. You shake it, and it becomes a dancing +1 striking whip. It auto attacks prey around you. Winky has that. Potion of flight. Eve has that because of her provocativity of falling. And then I have 2 gallows tooths. They are each worth 100 gold. We have a jade bauble that makes adjacent flat-footed. Makes creatures adjacent flat-footed. Core has that. Swan boat token. Winky has that. As many books as we could grab, which we just handed over. Eve has one book that she felt led to grab.
That's it.
Well, there is others. We have 4 agents of healing potions, which Hatala can work on soon. We have the non-functioning oven, the compact forge, 1+1 crafting tongs. It gives you crafting insight. If you fail, it gives you another roll. Winky has that. 5. Neetup has 5 copper. I don't remember how that happened. We have a magic inkwell that never runs out, and it's +2 to diplomacy. Once per day, it can copy a book.
Ooh. So we can go to library, open a book, get some paper, copy it, get it for free.
Technically, we could. Oh, we have another trap blade.
Okay, Winky, you can actually do the repair because you're not actually making it, but it costs half as much as making the shield in the first place.
Half?
So his shield is a 245 gold shield, which means you'd have to have 120 gold in materials to repair it.
Do we have that?
No, because I don't have any of the materials.
We
Can
would
we-
need to buy it from the
Does-
merchants.
Does the tree have it?
We can buy it from the merchants.
Yeah, you're here where merchants are, so you could just buy it.
Okay.
We also,
Also-
I have a note here that says got all items of value. Charles to tell us what that is later. Sure, that's gonna go well. I don't even know what it was. We'd have to read what it was.
What?
That's
What?
that's what I'm saying. We got.
Am I still carrying the
Let me see
the
where I
oven?
actually put
I am.
what happened.
Oh. I think when we get back to the tree, we can fix that.
Okay, we
and
found
turn it
2
into-
ornate boxes, trap opens, whatever that falls behind a dresser. Eve's rat's able to retrieve. There's a portal key. Wink touched the rat. There's more behind the dresser. We get a portal key, different color. Where does it say? We open the second box. We found a frosty blue gem within the box. It's likely a piece the worm is after. We hit a portal. Pass through. We find we have other gems themselves. They have one that is a fire mixture called magma. Oh, come on.
Well,
I don't know.
we could send in Eve at least to
this is
just
gonna
ask
take too long.
questions. We can at least get
Yeah,
through the
this is gonna take
questions.
too long.
That's okay.
Monastery attacks. Look for cool stuff. Got it.
Yeah, and see if they've got the supplies for what Winky needs on this shield, at the
Got
very
it.
least.
Do we want to try to investigate real quick about what we need for the oven? Something else he could work on.
Oh,
Y'all
by
aren't
the way-
gonna find-
I was thinking about the oven.
I think we need ancient stuff for that.
Mm,
Yes.
okay.
We could make it into a headband.
It's pretty large. I get
Sparky,
he has a
sparky,
belt,
boom,
but
man.
that would be very, very
Well,
awkward.
I mean, like turn the part that shoots the fire into a headband, so it could be like Cyclops, but his blades come from a little bit higher.
Just score.
I don't know. I think
But
like
there
hip activated
is
belt
a-
would be better.
There is a possibility that his head would explode because last time
So-
we tried to do it,
There was-
Or-
his nose
or his-
exploded. So
or
You
his-
should do finger guns and like hip just and like fire it off from the belt.
I head in.
Okay.
I will
And
just. I will find the first person that looks like they are really a traveler, you know. Also, while I'm walking through, I'm looking for like if they have items out or they have like tables or whatever.
Oh wait. I don't think that's right. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I may actually look in the book. Yep. Hold on. I have to get the core rulebook.
Oh, we actually have quite a bit of
Uh
gold.
oh.
Like quite a bit of gold. We got 1,200 gold a few sessions, like at session 60. So we were at 3,000
I mean, after we deal
total.
with all the crap in the world, we can literally do nothing because of how much gold we have.
Well, we pretty much spend our gold. It's just boring. All right, we got 700 gold value of coins and other objects, and 2 precious gems that have no notation as to what they are. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Honestly, I probably should have gone through this before.
Let's skip it for now. We can do this after the stream if we want.
I don't know why I quit keeping track of the gold. I just stopped.
We gave it all the way, and then
I don't think it was at this point though. 'Cause
well,
we
it's
got
been
more
a
gold.
long time since. I mean, we gave it away, and then we pretty much went to Orm, didn't we?
Yes, and then we found gold as we've been doing
Right.
that and just been and accumulating that. But I think because we were so stuck in Orm, like we couldn't go anywhere, I didn't worry about it because it was like we can't spend the money anyway. So,
Mm,
but I should have been keeping up with it better. My bad.
I get it. You've been embezzling on the side. You just don't want to tell us.
Yep.
Yeah,
She is a
that's-
rogue.
Yeah, that's it. My tragic backstory has no bearing
Yeah,
on.
that's one of the things. A rogue that doesn't want to thieve. I'm confused.
It only takes Winky a minute to repair the shield whenever he gets it, the materials.
She's just a really good
I
accountant.
I learned the skills, and I regretted having them,
Yeah.
but I utilized them to help out everywhere I can.
Okay. So,
But
Eve,
It's your Hawkeye.
Yes.
you find a merchant that you think looks good enough to talk to. You notice he
Excuse-
has some lines on the ground drawn.
I'm gonna stay like behind the line.
He looks up. Yes, can I help you?
Um, I'll ask about supplies first, for whatever Winky told me I needed.
All right. He's like, yes, just throw the list over.
Okay. There
He
you go.
starts looking at the list. Yeah, we got all of this.
All right. The next thing I need to ask is some information.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the monastery, the next town over? More importantly, recent attacks.
I don't know much. I know the monks, but I don't really know much about their monastery. I do know they're honorable, cheapskates, but honorable.
Alrighty.
They're a little strange, but I mean, no more than any other secretive order. At least they're good guys, not, petulant bad guys. But I haven't heard anything about attacks. Then again, we have not had much travels. Just recently, we've been able to start traveling with our caravans again.
Do you know anyone who's new here, this area?
All of us,
Yeah.
merchants, we're the only new ones because they don't leave the towns pretty much.
Alrighty. Thank you for your help. I guess I'll buy this stuff.
All right, he sells you everything for 140 gold.
Well,
I
that's
noted,
nothing.
I noted it down.
Alright.
Change
I'll
which.
move on to the next merchant that I see. Just a random person.
All right, you find another merchant shop. Yes, can I help you?
Do you know anything about the monks? The next town over?
In my hometown, I've seen them come through from time to time, but no, I've never been to their town in the first place. And no, not really.
You haven't heard any recent news about them?
Well, there's not been much recent news going around.
Alright. Does he have any cool items?
Yeah, one sec.
Oh.
Are you gonna bring us all back souvenirs?
She gonna buy it with your 5 copper.
Everyone's gonna get something shiny, and I'll get Nita Barack.
Very shiny rock.
Joke's on you. He'd probably love it.
He'd probably
know,
love it
that's
and
why
then
I
turn it
got
into
it.
something he
There
loved.
you go.
You could probably make it shiny.
Buy him coal.
I have been thinking about that. How I mean, I've got rock shaping and all this kind of stuff. Like, I want to find some kind of fun trinket or something to start making and leaving places where we go or hand it out.
This rock and your brain have something in
Well,
common. They're
he looks
small.
at you and he's like, I have these armbands. They look good with your armor, and they allow you to climb and swim and do everything athletic just really well.
You some type of god in disguise? I don't actually say that out loud. Anyway, how much are those?
650 gold.
Sadly, I'm gonna pass.
I want that.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but I never buy stuff for myself, and I'm not starting now. Thank you for your help. I just kind of.
Wait, ma'am, are you a healer?
I am.
Yeah, I noticed your symbol. Maybe you'd be interested in these. And he opens up a box, and you've got a set of healer's gloves, don't you?
He does.
Yep.
Okay. These, I noticed your gloves. These are the upgraded version. These are greater healer's gloves.
Alrighty. How much for those?
700.
My guy.
Sneaky.
Buy him.
And the money.
We're already rich. We
Lurch.
They give you +2 to medicine checks and once per day, 4d6 plus 15 hit points automatically.
I'll take the gloves.
Ooh.
Yes.
Here you go.
We like being alive.
And this is a
It
gift
was-
to everyone, so
It was 700 gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
see,
just
that's
drag
what.
hands.
Yeah, I could see you. I just see you doing that. It's like, well, this would be basically a gift to everyone else too. So
The gift of not dying.
Let me drag them to your character sheet. Did it go? I don't think it went. Let me try that again. It's like not showing up on your sheet for some reason.
Is the other version causing problems?
No, I don't even see that one on her sheet.
She should have had them.
Of course, she still shows that she's carrying her chainmail as well, that she used to wear.
Could have been an update that screwed up items.
It is
yeah,
most-
I feel like things reverted back because I have that issue on my inventory as well.
Let me see if I can drag it to one of your tokens because I'm on a different map. Let me go to another map real quick where I see your token at. Try this again.
Guys, I just figured out something for the bios of the new way of the dice thing.
Write it down so you
What's
don't
that?
forget.
I don't know how to spell.
Okay, well I can't just drag it, but you bought them.
All right, cool.
Is that it?
For this dude, yep. I'll just to make it quick, I'll go around looking for like little trinkets or something like that, and talk to all the other people around about the same thing I've been asking.
Okay. Most of the things you see, you noticed a lot of the people are carrying expensive gear.
Okay.
Expensive.
I'm surprised you didn't get those gauntlets. Or the armbands.
It would have been perfect for her.
They would have.
Because then she could climb up after she falls.
It gives +2 to athleticism, and in any successful check adds 5 to the distance covered for either swimming or climbing.
Look, if she comes and she tells anybody in the group that, they're gonna say go back and buy them.
To Wanky.
I mean, am I wrong in that? Anybody disagree with that assessment?
I want
Oh.
them.
Mo turned into a little girl.
I was gonna say Mo got raided.
It's the new Mo.
I can just imagine that little. Are they in a hotel room?
Mhm.
They're in
The
a
chaos,
hotel
the
room.
chaos that is probably happening in that room right now. Hello, person.
Hello, Mara.
Alright, I finally got the thing on your sheet. I had to drag it from the compendium, not from where I was trying to drag it.
You eat an ice cream.
And I went ahead and equipped them for you so that you'll go ahead and get the bonus.
Already?
Eve, do you tell us about the armbands?
I haven't come back yet.
I'm sorry.
Jeez, you don't have to put people in a rush.
Lord. I don't buy anything else, I know that. But if they just tell me the same stuff, that's cool.
Yes, no one here has known anything about it.
All right, and on my way back, I'll pick up a rock.
Oh, guys, Mo's dying. Mo's dying. I just saw him get hit.
All right. So I'm gonna try and go ahead and cast a heal.
We're kidding, bud.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, there might be one less person coming home after this trip. Just saying.
We were sitting here going, there's got to be chaos going on in that room right now.
I
Alright,
just
I come-
realized why everything's laggy on his screen.
Everybody only got one. I'm gonna put that in the same.
Right. Here you go, Nita.
You got more than one.
Oh, this is an exquisite rock. It's a beautiful. Can I tell what it is?
Make a check.
All right.
He doesn't know what it is.
Alright, you can identify the rock as a piece of obsidian.
Oh.
So it's a beautiful piece of obsidian.
Oh, you can make another portal.
Two little.
You can make an arrowhead out of that.
Alright, these are for Winky. There you go. It's just to fix that thing. So, and then I might have, well, you didn't give me a budget. So I might have spent $700 on these gloves. There's also these like band thingies that were really cool that like help you climb, but I passed them up because I didn't want to
Go
spend too
back
much
now.
How much were they?
700 what? What gloves?
These gloves.
What are they? Those They look like your old gloves.
They're
Yeah.
better. They like help me heal, so it's really gonna help you all out. That's why I got them.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
To get the
And you
bands.
did you do
what
like
were the
a
bands?
did you do like a trade with your old gloves to get the price down, or trade your old gloves for an armband?
No, I still have my old gloves. They're right here.
Mm.
What?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh,
I'll use more healers.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be a gift to us all if you didn't fall over all the time and you could get back up on them?
I'd like to have those old gloves if you don't want to trade them in.
Here. Also, they don't really know anything about the monastery or monk. Well, they do kind of know about the monks. They're not very helpful though. But there's not a whole lot of new information getting out, so they don't really know. Yeah.
Can I repair Cora's shield on the wagon while we move? Or do we have to?
You could always go into the portal and do
It's
it from
literally
the tree.
going to take you 1 minute. So
Yeah, just make
as
your
we're,
check.
as we're talking, you can already
Okay.
be done with it.
You can be like whip 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 bam, done.
Yeah, why do I talk about the band? I'll do it then. Excuse me.
You said we still had a staff we needed to investigate.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't the right thing, was it?
No, not your guild. Your crafting.
We found a
No.
staff of evocation, but we are unsure of its power.
Can we do it?
Okay, you managed to put 20 health back into his shield.
20 health. How much health is there normally?
It has 36.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
I
do
don't
it
know
one
how
more.
much I don't remember how much it had in it left. So let's make it full now.
Cora, I fixed your shield.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look, he even added some new embellishing in the front of it. That's pretty ornate right there. Basically, I said you made it look pretty full.
Pretty
There's
full.
no such word as pretty.
Oh, there is now, buddy. That's how words work.
That's not how words work.
That is literally how words work.
That is exactly how words work.
That is exactly how words work. Somebody says a word and then they put it in a dictionary as this is what this word means.
Show me it in the dictionary now.
Hey, I'll never forget the story about Tolkien where they were like, "Hey, this is not a word. It's not in the Oxford Dictionary." And he said, "I wrote the Oxford Dictionary. Don't tell me what's not a word."
Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I've only read part of the dictionary once.
All right. So what do I do now?
Buy the armband.
Onward.
Well, do we want the armbands?
Oh yeah.
I do.
Get back in there and get the
Help me.
armbands.
I mean,
Yes.
she can go, or somebody. Are we willing to send somebody else?
I'll go.
I don't
They
think
have
They don't have
lines.
the right contact.
Yeah, they have. It's very nicely organized over there.
I just thought of something. Winky wouldn't be good with the
I'd like to
armbands.
go. I'll see if I can get a better price.
Do the gloves actually help a car? What do the gloves do?
He's got healing.
The gloves
It's
give
the
you
medicine.
athletic ability,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it boosts the medicine rolls. So yeah.
and the bracelets give
Then
you
that's a good choice.
athletic ability in swimming, climbing, and leaping, I believe. Which
Yeah,
isn't
I
good.
figured since I'm secondary healer to Eve, that would be worth it.
Yeah, because it's not need a.
Hey, I've got some heals.
Or Winky, even though he tries.
Done some hurts too,
Hey,
buddy.
that's not my fault.
I got some heals
At least
and
I
some
don't
medicine.
hurt anybody.
All right. So Core, you go back to the vendor.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. Our healer said that you might have some armbands. It was a little rich for her. I was wondering if we could work out some deal.
Best I can do is 640.
Didn't you tell her 6?
Make it
No.
650,
Told her
and you get
650.
a deal.
Oh, dang it!
He did, just as a.
Dang it. I got.
Say make it 650, and it's a deal.
Because I did tell y'all how much I told.
Yes. We got 580. Can you do 580 for that?
No.
Do 650. It's fine.
All right. 5. All right, we'll take that. Sorry, I gotta go for a second.
He just not saying anything.
All right, so we're spending the 640.
We
Oh,
don't
we got
want
a
to
phone
underpay
call.
him. 650. We don't want to underpay.
No, because he told me 600.
No, he
So
told
when-
you 650.
He did.
He told you
Said
650.
650.
Okay.
I typed it down when he did it.
I think that was Core trying to bring the price down. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
or
it's.
maybe I did. Say
That's why I was like, I don't know if
600.
he didn't remember or if he was doing a ploy, but
He
that's why I was
probably
like, he
didn't
did say
remember.
that just so everybody knows. It was 650 before.
Probably
Yeah.
doesn't remember.
You probably don't want them off; they can hurt you.
But I think
Those are
we should
supposed to be
pay
on
the
there so this doesn't hurt you.
full 50
This can stab
isn't
into you if
much
you
for
fall on it.
40.
It would be bad. So
Plus
put those
we're
on.
rich.
Yes, that's what they're for.
Have you guys ever had a burp?
That
come out of your
sounds like
nose?
some pretty dangerous toys you got over there, Hatala. Yeah, if you
Wait.
remove this, it'll just stab you.
Oh, here.
Ah, yeah, gotcha.
That's a OSHA regulation. Not necessarily for that, but that's part of what I do. So.
Who
Now,
does?
a car, you got the regular healer's gloves?
Yes.
Yeah, I grabbed Eve's gloves. Does
All
that
right.
affect any of my other items? I don't think so.
Wait, do the gloves fit tighter on his hands than it does Eve's?
They're magic.
They're magic, but that doesn't change the size. It didn't say that.
No, most magic items adjust a little bit to fit.
It makes the game easier to play, bud.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Mine, they are always white. Even when I'm stitching up someone.
Oh, I get it. They're hydrophobic. They don't get wet.
They're afraid of water.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, you can make hydrophobic glass by burning, getting soot on glass.
Then you can't drink water.
Ever seen the video where the guy cuts a water bead in half using electricity?
You're,
Sounds cool. Never seen it though.
yay, science.
Sorry about that. No, I've been missing stuff.
No, actually, you haven't.
Yeah,
It stalled the game.
Sorry.
all good.
It's all good.
I'm gonna be in and out. Got family stuff going on.
All we
No,
did
you're
was
good. We just got off on a tangent. It wasn't you.
yeah, but we did pay.
So
the
I'm making
full
sure to drag everybody's items to them.
Okay.
And as you buy those armbands, he's like, I noticed your weapons there. Could I interest you in anything else? I have a decent selection of weapons here and a couple runes.
What kind of runes do you have?
And look at, I have a greater weapon potency rune. A couple of them.
Are those full runes or are those recipes?
It's the full rune plus 2.
How much do they cost?
They
We'll
are
try.
900 each.
What did they do?
Do you have any like buy two get one free or half off or?
No.
What do they do? I want to know.
Plus 2 to your weapon.
Very,
It's
very
things we
helpful.
definitely want. How much money do we
Instead
have?
of
need
the
that.
plus ones you already got.
I
Okay.
need that.
This is gonna get difficult as we get into this because I don't have a. Okay, I had a 3,000 before we added stuff in the thing, so we have at least 3,000. but we definitely have more than that
I want
too.
to say that we had 4 somewhere else too in the.
Well, we
the small...
we gave up a bunch
Hmm.
as well.
Oh no,
So we have
I'm talking about recently, like when you and I went down to that little cellar area. I think we
yeah,
found something
we
else
did
for it.
find quite a bit. Okay, we've
Yeah.
spent almost 1,500 just now. That's what I was checking because I was not keeping a track of how much we were spending here. Because I didn't think we'd get to that high of
Okay.
amounts.
Do you have any
100?
recipes available? While we're figuring out our money situation, we
I do. Well, actually, no, I do have the recipe for these potency runes.
that might. How much for the recipe?
100.
100, and for all the materials? Do you have the materials?
No, but I know the guy at the next stall does.
Okay, we'll pick up the recipe for now.
All right.
We might have the materials at the tree.
Do you have any
So how much was that?
100?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Just
but
the
that's just a recipe.
Just a
But
recipe.
that does help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recipe for
Yeah, because now we all we have to do is
+2.
buy the material.
Do you have any rings or necklaces or any other trinkets or
Materials cost $800.
trinkets?
No, not really.
Striking.
What kind of weapons do you have? Any hatchets or axes or anything?
Oh, now weapons. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. I have a very nice glaive, a really good battle axe, kind of a weird axe, and a really good long spear.
Doesn't match up with much of what I'm using. Is anyone else? I'll pass the word to the rest of the group. Anyone else interested in any of those items?
I was not listening. I was typing.
Is the
Nothing.
axe the axe is a two-handed weapon, right?
Corey, you would know if I wanted it. So
It is
You
one-
don't, Hadala.
What was that, Charles?
Battle axes are one-handed.
I'm interested in the battle axe. I might swap it out for my hatchet.
I thought you had a kukri.
I have a kukri, and I have the ability to dual wield.
Okay.
So if I have a kukri and I have a battle axe, the kukri gives the doubling effect to my battle axe.
Okay.
Or would give it to the opposite weapon. So
Like it. Okay.
how
much-
Basically, upgrading the hatchet that I have currently.
How much is the battle axe?
The battle axe, 2,000.
I'm all right with my hatchet.
Okay.
It's a +2 striking frost shock battle axe.
It's really nice.
Starting to think a little bit more about the battle axe.
we have the gold right now.
But it's for a secondary weapon, and no one else has upgraded their mains yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think he could attach it to the end of his hammer, like the other side, and go
Yeah,
bam.
it's gonna cost
And
to get all those
And
upgraded.
technically, it'd be a tertiary weapon because it would be dual wield for something that I don't do much.
I'd say this.
Then yeah,
But it is
pass.
tempting, however.
We'll pass
It is
on this, sir. Well, thank you for your time.
Wouldn't it be like a throw weapon?
We did buy the armband, right?
Yes.
yes. Yeah, I've already got that in the docket.
Okay. I'm gonna go move on to the next stall where the ingredients are.
What other ways of armor does he have? Does he have any armor? Can anybody use an upgraded armor?
Yeah. He just.
There is a stall for an armorer. Actually, you see 2 different armorer stalls.
May I ask, may
let's
I
put them
ask a
against each other.
question? Is any of the armor better than the armor I have now?
No, you're going to be a long time before you find armor better than yours. Now, you can put better runes on it, but you're going to be a long time before you find better armor.
Yeah, because my armor was one of the best you can get from early game. And then I added a Minotaur head.
I think I have Nathaniel's armor. It's been
Yeah, the thing that burned your back.
it's been a little while.
Yes, you
Yeah, I want to do the ingredients first. Or do you want to get everyone upgraded if possible?
Okay? So you want to find that they'll sell you the ingredients for 450 gold each.
Okay, I would. Do we have enough money for 4?
You said 450 gold.
Times 4.
Times 4, yeah.
That'd be 1800.
Yes.
I'm only saying 4 because I don't know how much money we have, and I'm trying to get at least people's main stuff done.
We would have enough to do the 4.
wait. You bought 4 of them for 1,800, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much does the ingredients cost?
That's what we're buying.
450.
That's the ingredients.
400.
Those are the
Okay.
ingredients, yeah.
Are you wanting to know how much the actual runes that are already made cost?
They're double that. That's just the way.
Yeah.
It's roughly half.
We pay about half when we do that. So
Then we can always do this, so we can actually make money off of doing this if need be, because we have the recipe.
Do we have any ballpark number for what we might have total?
on gold,
Mm-hmm.
I am furiously working on that at the moment.
I'm going to say
based
that.
off of some of your other numbers, I'm guessing somewhere a low number of 8,000 is what I'm thinking. Possibly more because we have gems that increase the amount, but we haven't sold them. So
I can tell you this, one of the armor stands, y'all can't afford to buy almost anything at.
You say we cannot?
Cannot. They have multiple items worth over 10,000 each.
I'd like to, I guess we'll go to the one that's cheaper and talk to them.
Alright?
Hello, sir. Just wondering what kind of armor you have available.
Got a couple suits of scale mail, chain shirt, some explorer's clothing, rhino hide, breastplates, leather.
Interesting.
Some suit.
Do you have any just metal? Any ingots?
I don't deal in ordinary goods, sorry.
Okay. Does anyone need armor? Anybody else? Okay, I'll keep going.
I'm all set,
Pretty
fam.
attached to mine. I would want to upgrade it if at all possible.
Your
yeah,
dragon armor.
Yeah.
I'm currently using scale mail, master fitted, 1 visibility with +4 AC bonus.
Well, my thought process was we could buy buy ingredients, and because it's not going to be master crafted or fitted to you, so you're going to lose that bonus.
Or I could try Mastercraft it and
Right,
give it to people.
right. That's what I'm saying. We can buy the ingredients, and we can try making stuff. We just need to find quality ingredients.
Quality. Maybe the other shop still can
Sir, do you have any armor runes or anything in that line?
Let's see.
Something we could keep in mind, we could always start selling the knowledge of the rune that helps you have pleasant dreams. Make some money off of that.
Do we have ingredients for that, or?
No, what we have is what it looks like.
Hmm. Here is the recipe, so.
All right, a new person has just opened up their shop, and they have set up a bunch of stuff. Little
Interesting.
smaller things, not like the other people.
That catches my eye. I'd like to drift over there. Good day, sir.
Yes, can I help you?
I saw you just opened up. I was curious what you had.
Well, a little bit of everything. What are you looking for?
Do you have any rings or trinkets or any?
I have a couple rings.
Jesus.
Um,
Mo, you suck. 7,900 is what I'm up to right now, checking it. Now, that's not with selling the stuff that we don't know what their worth is, but that's with all proper numbers taken. And it's like, I did all this and Mo knew the number. Come on, dude.
no, he sucks because he was still too high, and he was saying that was on the low end.
Oh, that's a good point.
So yeah, I
Well,
suck
but
because I
that's
was
not all of
a
it,
little
because
over.
we do have like 1, 2, 3, 4 things, or three or four things that we can sell
Okay.
that we don't know the monetary. But 7,900, and we've spent 3,380.
Okay. There was a ring I was looking for. It was I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a ring of like sustenance where it would let you stay awake for longer. As a human, I'm just trying to
Not
get some.
anything like that.
Okay. What kind of rings do you?
I have a ring for illusionists. You know, wizards that cast illusion spells. It's really good for them.
Mhm.
I have just a ring of wizardry, and I have a shadow signet ring. And let's see. That's all the rings I got. Although I did just find this interesting little thing, although it might be a little too expensive. I haven't been able to find anyone who can do it. It's a pair of slates that when you write on one, the other has the same thing appear.
Like long distance riding back and forth. It's very interesting. How much are
mail.
those?
They're 2,500.
Okay. And what did the ring of shadow signet you said?
The shadow signet ring. It's an obsidian ring, and it will partially warp your spells through the shadow plane, allowing them to strike directly at a target's body.
Meetup needs that.
How much is that one?
That one is 1,000.
Okay, very interesting. What did the ring of wizardry do?
It is a type 2 ring of wizardry, which gives. I'm just going to sell it with this. It gives a +2 to arcana checks, and it allows you to 2 additional second level, 1 additional first level spell slots a day.
Somehow I have that.
Yeah, you've
Am I
already
supposed to
gotten
have
something in the past.
Yeah.
But I'm very
Okay.
interested in that though.
Okay. I was making sure I was supposed to have it.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember when you got that.
Good.
How much is the wizardry ring?
The wizardry ring was 1,000.
Okay. I would like to pick up the wizardry ring. Nadep, would you like this shadow signet ring? Or would anyone like that?
What does it do?
He yells across from the thing.
I think I hear a car. I hear Core yelling from the.
Yeah, this is
Words
how
that
we
you're saying.
communicate.
The way the ring works, you spend an action to make your next spell. Instead of having a DC armor class roll, they make a fortitude save instead.
Oh,
Or
okay.
reflex, because you're actually targeting their body directly through another plane of existence.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, this is like Hey, I'm gonna reach underneath your armor and put my spell right there.
Oh, yeah, we'll take those 2 rings. Um, are you?
That's 2,000.
Yeah, are you guys interested in the slate?
So Shadow Ring and Magic.
Well, we pretty much have the messaging
Do we?
down pat. The slate would be interesting, but
Would we like to try to sell off that staff to see if we can bring some of this?
do we want to try to figure out if we can learn more about how valuable it might be?
Yeah. Um,
What staff?
We have a Staff of Evocation that we don't know how powerful it is.
Oh, is that who's holding that?
Uh, okay, let me go to. We found it in session 70.
I think it was the one that. Oh wait, which?
We do not. I do not have anybody set to hold it.
I want to say that Hatala found it and stuck it in her bag.
In your
Because
gear.
it was one of the first. It was one of the first few items that we found. You got the new bag, and you
The harness.
gave me
Yeah.
your old bag.
Do a coin flip between
and
a
then
car
you-
and Hatala in one of their bags.
Because I'm pretty sure we put it in. We did one of those. Put it in the thing, and we were identifying items or something like that. But I don't see anything in here. Let me read a little bit and see what it says about when we found it.
By the way,
Did I just tell you it was a regular staff of evocation?
yeah, I think that's as much as we got based on the rolls. We just didn't know exactly what.
I'm
Yeah, we
I'm
weren't
checking it
able to
right
use it.
now.
We weren't able
Because
to use
I would probably told you if it was a grader or not.
Okay, it says Hatala finds a staff gem at the top. Feels powerful. It's a staff of invocation, but unsure of its power. That is all the information we had there. Not to
How
say that
long
the
ago
video.
was it?
Session 70. Behind the scenes is what we found underneath the
The king.
machine. I think.
We should give that to what's his name?
The
The
merchant.
guy who's
Rocky.
no, the
the
wiz-
farmer.
the wizard at the that we have at our
Heavy?
yeah. We should have him look at it.
I
We
mean,
don't want to sell it till we know how powerful it is.
well, we can try researching and seeing. Me and
100 percentile. One of y'all picks it. High or
What?
low for one of you. Y'all decide who picks the high or low.
Not,
Eve.
not me. No.
Kai. I pick Kai.
Winky, is everyone good with that?
Okay, let him have it.
What scares me is that's the one I was gonna pick. So. Oh, good job.
All right. It is a regular staff of evocation, and basically, all it does is it's one of the lower level items. It's not level 6, and it's worth 230 gold.
What does it do?
It allows you to cast. It has a number of charges. It has 1 charge a day automatically, but you can give it more spells to give it more charges. And it can do Ray of Frost at will, and it can do Magic Missile or Shocking Grasp once a day, or Acid Arrow or Glitter Dust once every 2 days.
Honestly, it's
just sell it.
350,
I said 250.
230.
230. It sounds pretty good to use if you were a wizard, but none of us are wizards.
Well, I mean, we some of us have skills in the area, but it's the thing of like you start to spread yourself so thin. Is it useful to have it on you?
Yeah, see, it's only really good if you can provide it spells to use its other charges. So you have to have some form of spellcasting to use it, otherwise it doesn't do that great. The next level one, the greater one, is much better because it includes Fireball and Lightning Bolt.
Now we do have a trap blade we got in session 67.
Could we be able to upgrade this staff?
No, you have to buy the new one.
Was the blade special metal? Did it mention anything?
Car has a ceiling fall on him while checking for. Nope, that's not the right thing. Where's the other trap information?
Oh, that was just a big heavy steel blade like the one that chopped your hand off? Wasn't that it?
Blade came down. Yes, it is the one that cut off my hand.
Your hand got cut off?
Yeah, remember it healed because they were inside the...
Yeah, it
Oh.
kind of hurt a little bit after we fixed everything, but
So
it's
do we have the blade right?
yeah, we have that blade.
I might be able to
There's
make it into
nothing.
something, right?
Yeah, usually last time y'all used it as material
We should keep it.
Is there a way to make
because
like
that
a
way
sturdy steel shield or something? A
you
bed.
Yeah,
can make
maybe.
or you can repair weapons with it and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
or
interested in
like
trying to
maybe
find some ingredients.
we could make a inner shell for Core's oven shield.
That sounds interesting.
We have 2 precious gems. We got in session 66. Oh, I spelled gems wrong in the session. It's nice when
Wow.
you spell. It's nice when you spell it right when you're searching for it, but you spelled it wrong when you. Dummy. Oh, okay. So we had a small chest that had 3 small gems. Why did I put 2? Let's go with 2, since I screwed up. And then we had a chest that was full of coins and objects of value. Oh, well, that one doesn't matter. I already put that into our account. So it just said 2 small gems, 2 precious gems. But we didn't have information as to what they were because we didn't have time yet. And then there were a handful of coins from session 65.
Handful of platinum coins?
I'm checking. Okay, so it was a bunch of lockers, and one of them just had a handful of coins and odds and ends.
Coin. Let's call them platinum.
Awesome.
And that's all we just had that information. We didn't know what coins they were. Just a handful of coins.
What if they're
All right.
coins
So
that are useless?
you already marked down for the 2 rings. That was 3.
Yes, I already marked down.
So what are we at now? Saying we had, let's say we had 8. There's 3 for the rings.
We have 2,520 gold left, based on without selling anything yet.
Okay. Let's you want to try to find some ingredients, some oh they probably won't have.
We do have a dagger of material that is not ordinary and a couple sets of manacles that is the same material as the dagger. Again, I think we should probably deal with that stuff later.
That's fine. We'll just press on. I think I think all of our stream is asleep at this point.
Yeah. So we still have the staff. We did not sell it, correct?
I say we go ahead and
do
sell
we
it
want
if we
to sell
can. Let's go ahead and sell it.
All right, so that'll give us up another 230.
Yes.
So that brings us 2,750 left.
All right, let's keep some in the bank. Do we want to go back and buy any more ingredients for the runes? So we have 4. You're muted, Mo.
Yeah, I've been doing that all night.
That's all good.
We can buy enough for what 3 more or 2 more, and everybody would have a potency rule.
Mm-hmm. We'll just go ahead and do 3.
And that would be another.
No, I do have.
Another
I mean,
900.
yeah.
Or if we do 3, that'd be.
'Cause I would like to upgrade both the
15, 50.
hatchets. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of weapons.
Yeah, I would have at least 3 weapons that I would like to end up having it by the end.
Yeah.
So
we'll I say we just go ahead and buy as many as ingredients as we can afford at the moment. Or do you want to just pocket it in case we come across some metal or something?
I mean, we could get 6 and then have like nothing left over. I mean, not exactly nothing, but
It'd be more like 200 and something.
So what's the vote? So
I agree with that.
call out
Those,
your
those,
call out how many.
those ability.
So if we did one for each person, that's 6. If Hatala and I each did an extra one, that'd be 8. Who else needs more than one?
I don't really use my secondary weapons, but I would like to start leveling them up just in case the
Makes it easier to
situation
use
calls
them if
for
you
it.
level them up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use secondary anything.
All right, so
It's
we
All
hammer
hammer
or
all the
bloody.
time.
so we bought 4 supplies. How many are we getting? What are we getting
So
total?
we're already up. We already need at least 4 more, and then
We can only
At
buy
least
6 more, so, and we'll have 50 gold left after that.
I say we do. Want to just do 5 or 4? I'm gonna say 4, and then we press on. Save a little bit.
your noise canceling core is really good. I only hear like clips and pieces of the volume.
Stuff that's yelling in the background.
So total,
Yeah,
total of 8.
Yes, total of 8.
I agree. We'll find more gold.
All right. We'll do that. Then we'll press on.
You know what that means I'm doing for days now, right?
Crafting.
Putting runes on stuff.
Do you have something more pressing to do?
No, that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, that potency rune could be a game changer. So
Is that something that Winky could help with? To give a
But she would need magical.
well, I mean, just to do an
We-
assist.
I mean, might be able to do it. Aratane has helped us in the past.
Yeah, you
But-
need you need some of the magical crafting to make the rune, and then to apply it to the weapon.
Yeah, and I mean, I can do all that stuff, but Aratane, if Aratane can help, it would be beneficial. But
I make the
we
weapon.
we don't want to cheat.
I make the weapon, they make the runes. That's how it works.
So but we would need to like remove runes, make runes, apply runes in this situation.
Mhm.
I mean, and I can just be doing that every day for however long it takes and whatever we've got. So we are down to 950 gold. We do have 9 silver as well, but
All right. We're gonna
I
press
think it's
on after
9
that.
silver per bite.
Okay. So we're gonna head down the road to the north,
Yes.
and I'm gonna say that took up at least 2 hours of time. So it's midday, lunchtime. By night's fall, you've gotten to the outskirts. You'll be there early the next morning.
All right.
And I want to specify we have been using my my nice new fancy tent
Your
on this trip, right?
the yurt. Mm-hmm.
Yurt.
Alright, do I need to do rolls for this crafting?
You didn't start today because you didn't have a full day.
Okay. So I'm gonna need a list of what I'm doing. We got 8.
Now you have the
Oh.
option to put the rune directly on the weapons, or you have to remove the rune. You have to remove the rune on the weapon first, then put the new rune on it, or you're going to have to put them on blank runes and then let someone else do the weapon swapping.
If I remove the runes, does it make them where they can be sold?
You can transfer them to a blank
or
room.
put them onto, and then
You can
or we
either
can put them
transfer
on.
them to a blank room or another weapon.
Do y'all want me to take the time to do that, so that we have those as applicable things to use
Sure.
or to sell?
Yeah.
That's.
Well,
I think that's what I'm
one
going to want to do is remove, create, place the new one.
because the thing is we can either sell it or if somebody removes a room that another individual might need, we can do that as well.
I gotta go.
So okay, with that in mind, I need to know what I'm putting them on. My rapier, both of Will's hatchets, I'm sure. That Winky's
It's
hammer.
best to start one at a time.
Well, I want a list that I can work
Yeah.
through as because I know it's 8, so I want to make sure I get a good thing. We'll do paid
Mine
need
would
up. Sorry, need up's axe, right? That's 6. Am I missing
mine would
anybody?
def
Oh, trident.
mine would definitely go in my bow.
Yeah, I've got bow. I've got rapier, hatchet 1, hatchet 2, hammer, bow, axe, trident. 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more, I could put it on my sling staff or my dagger, or if anybody has something else that they would need it on.
I think that secondary one was for
You can't put it on your bow.
Oh, I can't put it on the bow.
It's already got +2.
Okay, what do you want to
It
put it on,
doesn't. It
Mo?
doesn't. It didn't show up on the.
Yeah, it's not in the title because it's a specific item with a name.
Okay. Then.
On your kukri or
Well,
hatchet?
my kukri has +1 striking, but
Well, I can remove the +1 and put the +2 on it. That's what most of these are going to end up doing. I'll remove a +1 and put a +2. But I'd like to do at least one of your weapons.
question, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Do the strikings do they add up?
No, they do not add up.
Because the reason I'm asking is because since I have the doubling rings, if I were to put a +1 striking on one of my secondaries, that's why I was asking. Because it would double up with the +2 striking and then have the +1 striking already there, but you saying it would cancel it out basically.
No. Remember, you only have one magical weapon, your kukri. Your other weapons are ordinary, but when you're doubling them, the +1 striking is added to the others.
Oh, so I can't add runes to my others.
Well, you can, but then they wouldn't be doubled anymore. They'd be their own weapons.
Ah, okay.
If you put the
Yeah.
+2 on your kukri, now both of them, when doubled, become +2 striking hatchet and +2 striking mace.
Okay. Yeah, just so I'm
Because it's the
Plus
+2
one.
striking that gets doubled. Nothing else does.
Okay. Yeah, just making sure I had that logic.
And like to give the
sorted out
example,
in my
if
own
they
head.
were a +1 and you doubled them, it would just ignore the +1 and make them a +2.
That's what I was
Because
thinking too, is that
the
it
way runes
basically
work,
it overrides the other one.
yeah, the way runes work, the highest level rune applies.
Gotcha.
And like the reason you want to go to +2 is not just because you get an extra +1 to the hit. Whatever your plus is how many other runes you can add to it. Like to
Yeah.
give an example, fire. Like right now, if you wanted to put fire on your kukri, you could put fire, but then you couldn't put anything else.
Yeah.
But at +2, you could do fire and something else.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would put it on, would be my kukri instead of my bow.
Yes, because you're doubling, they automatically get it.
And
So-
with that logic, there is still a secondary, or there's still one more left because I
I'll
couldn't
put
put it
it-
on either of my others.
Well, are you saying you need another one?
No. What I'm saying with based off of the
You only
way
need it on
runes
one.
Yeah, you need that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So okay,
My
so this
bow
is what
already
I
got a +2.
rapier, halfling, sling staff, hatchet 1, hatchet 2, hammer, kukri, axe, trident. Covers
So there
everybody,
still
right?
should be one left.
What? That's 8.
My bow got swapped for kukri.
I know. I said kukri. That's 8 things. Rapier, halfling, sling staff, hatchet 1, hatchet 2, hammer, kukri, axe, trident.
Okay, so basically, Core got 2, you got 2, and everybody else got 1.
Correct. But
Gotcha.
most of everybody else only uses 1 weapon.
Yeah, I mean that's the logic that I just want to. Yeah.
Yay! I'm gonna be honest. I gotta use the bathroom, y'all.
All right.
So I'll be back.
Same.
Do y'all want to take a bio break?
I think it's a good point.
All right, we'll take a quick bio break.
You guys want to hear a story where they take a bio break?
Sounds like a crappy story.
You didn't answer me. Do you want to hear a story?
Sure.
So before we started playing D&D, I was riding my bikes with my cousin, and we were going down a tiny little hill. While we were going down it, one of my wheels hit a rock, and my bike went almost out of control, and I started zigzagging. That's the story.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, did Kylie tell her story yet?
I heard Mr. Bill told her she did a good job.
Hmm?
From the
Oh,
Coliseum.
yeah. Well, this evening, don't tell anybody else I told you this, but this evening, Dad was talking about how we were gonna do Valheim stuff. So she went and bought the game,
Oh,
but
cool.
then
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
then it didn't work on Mac, and she had to refund it.
Yeah.
Why are there
Took care of that
fireworks
story.
tonight?
Are there fireworks near you too?
Yeah,
Maybe
all
a
the dogs
Biscuits
are like,
game?
what's going on?
Maybe the Biscuits are playing.
They exist?
Really? Last time I went to a Biscuits game, it was for a water park. Peanut butter.
They had some other team in town. I think it was like the
I'm not
Savannah
touching my peanut
Bananas or
butter.
something like that.
What? It's
We made
a
a plate of peanut butter.
yeah. Why? What's funny?
Funny, weird? Yeah.
Cabinet. What? There's nothing else to eat in this. I'll put peanut butter. That's it. We get water and we get peanut butter.
You can always eat the plate.
You right. You right.
Definitely give you fiber.
Fiber. This is your body without fiber.
And also gives you birch wood.
What do you think fiber is?
Birch wood.
Cellulose.
Literally means you can't digest it. It just helps make everything go.
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to say this has been an interesting experience.
You got a
Trying
bowl
to
of peanut
stream,
butter too, didn't you?
trying to stream in a hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Is
I'm.
your
I don't know
family
if
all
I'm.
in the room with you while you're doing it?
Yeah,
I streamed while in
They
a
can hear
hotel.
you.
that's why I've been
You were
muted for.
alone.
That's why, that's why I've been muted for most of the night.
Are they sleeping?
Um, the two kids on it.
All you have to do is
Yeah.
have your if you
My
accidentally
wife,
pull your headphones out and then scream.
my wife and her sister are awake, and they're just kind of just.
That's why you turn the thing on.
Yeah,
So you guys taking
That's why I
yes,
turned the background on because they were running back and forth, and Faith was in her bathing suit, and I'm just like, I just don't want to deal with this right now.
you guys on a vacation?
Yeah, we went to Panama City. We headed down today, and on the way down, we stopped at Dave and Buster's, got some food, played some games, and you know, had a little bit of fun. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the beach.
Mm,
Dave and Buster's.
only
Yep,
vacation.
it'll be Granger's first beach trip. So
Woohoo!
we got we got a little. It's like a canopy, but then it's got like a base on it that you dig a hole. It's got like a little pool, so you can put water in it. So
Those
he
are
has his
great.
own little, yeah. So he has his own little like water pool canopy beach area. Because
And I think
uh, that boy, he got all Irish because he is fair skinned.
Lobster baby.
No, we ain't
Don't
dealing with
want
no
to deal with
lobster,
some.
baby.
Yeah, don't want to deal with sunburnt baby. Those are not fun.
Mm.
Because any and every movement just excruciating, and
Mhm.
everybody else feels it.
All right, this is a good point to bring everyone back.
Hey, it is the end of the day. Y'all are ready to set up camp. You most likely will make it to the town, probably by around 10 or so in the morning.
Okay.
Uh, and who's on? Who's on deck?
Who's on first?
And of course, it's Neat Up again.
Ow.
Neat Up.
I get some good playtime tonight.
This time, you're at almost dawn when you see somebody coming down the road.
All right. I'd like to take a closer look and see if I can tell who it is.
All right. You
Garbage
cannot
rolls. Man.
tell who it is, but you can see that there are three of them and they're walking in single file.
Sand people.
who does that?
Sand people to conceal their numbers. All right.
Their path will take them right past where you're camped.
You said it's close to dawn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of rouse core, um, and
Hmm.
just kind of point out what we got going on. So if things do start to go south, I at least got a little bit of backup.
Okay.
All right. What do you do, Core?
Let's see. You said they were all in single file. Is that what I can make
Yeah.
out, or is that just okay?
You can barely make them out at all. They're not they're not using lights.
Hmm. Well, do we have the campfire going? Do we have some light out and about?
It the embers of it's dying down.
The morning's coming.
I can imagine Cora's like, "Why'd you pick me? I can't see him. I don't
Well, they
have
said the
dark vision."
morning's coming,
Ah, okay.
so I think we're okay for not waking anyone else up at the moment. I mean, they're coming straight down the road, so
They're not being evasive in any form. They're just marching straight.
okay. And I'm guessing we camped off to the side of the road, not in the middle of it.
Correct.
Ready? Just want to keep distance for now. Definitely want to look and tell Dep as well, or keep an eyes out around the camp and around the area. Just make sure no one's sneaking up on us.
All right. As they get closer, Neetup, you can make out that the two in the back are carrying big packs.
All right, I'll go ahead and let Core know as well. Yeah, I think they're doing some long distance traveling. Look at those big packs on the guys in the back.
Yeah. Can we kind of make out what the people are wearing now?
You can't.
Okay.
Neetup can tell that they are wearing what looks like the person in the front is wearing basic adventuring gear and has at least 2 or 3 visible weapons on his personage. The two in the furthest one in the back you can't tell, but the second one you can tell he's wearing slightly finer clothing, but he definitely has a weapon or two as well.
Okay,
Right.
I'll pass that along.
All right. I think I would like to go ahead and wake everyone. I don't. It's not going to be a fight, but just to have a better presence. They can just, be getting breakfast ready, whatever it is, about camp. And I would like
Okay.
to
Yeah, I
not
would.
not on the road, but approach the road to hail them. And I'm not being stealthy. I've got my little lantern going.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think that when he woke me up, it was like, "Hey, we got some people coming." That's what I would have done was start breakfast like.
You want to send your chicken with me?
I'm gonna start
A car.
breakfast. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Keep it
Midnight.
close
Get on,
behind
get on.
you.
Midnight. Get on his shoulder.
Oh, he didn't have to be on me. He could have just been pecking around on the ground.
No, no, no. Midnight. Midnight is a she, by the way.
Okay.
Just yeah. She loves riding on your shoulder.
Okay.
It means
Okay.
that she cares about you.
I can't do it with the chicken on my shoulder. I'm,
You approach the road with a chicken on your shoulder.
I push the chicken off my shoulder. I'm sure this is going to happen multiple times. So trying to keep mounting.
Can you change the chicken to be something else, or is it always chicken?
It's always a chicken.
So can't you
It's because
change it
it's
back to a
based on
raptor?
it's well, the collar makes it a small animal, and based off the nature of the animal, which a raptor has the structure of a bird, making it a small animal would
Why
thereby
doesn't
make it a pretty much a chicken as far as size wise.
Because it's
That's
why
not
why
going
it's
to
a
doesn't
turn a
chicken.
two-legged raptor into a four-legged cat.
Yeah. So
why don't
it's gonna be a chicken because of the size wise, because you go from normal to tiny. That's how it works.
doesn't want to have a chicken on his shoulder? Why doesn't he just take the collar off?
Oh my
That's not.
gosh.
You help your son. I'm gonna wait for these adventurers.
Wait, what?
We'll talk later.
The one in the front has his hand on his weapon now, and the other two are kind of drifting to the side so that the one in the front's closer to y'all.
All right. I'll just stand down, threatening, and wait for him.
All right, they're now close enough that you can actually see them.
Ho, traveler.
Want to call out and say, "We got the bacon's cooking, guys." Talking to our group, but loud enough for it to be overheard.
And the one in the front's like, yeah.
Any word on the monks or any issues in the area?
I haven't seen the monks lately. They keep to themselves.
Has there been
Yeah.
any problems in the area?
Other than this infernal plague, this infernal winter, and everything else that's been going on, take your pick.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, are you heading south?
We're heading to next land.
Next. I'm guessing that's south. Just so you know, there you could put an infernal volcano on your list. It's to the south.
Was that what that rumbling was?
Yes, that was the old desert of Orm that it finally blew.
Huh. Of course it did. Why not? Maybe some rain, some fire down on everyone too, you know?
Yep. So way it goes.
And as you're talking, you can hear the sound of a peal of thunder, and then the rain starts. And he looks up. And that.
And that.
And almost instantly, it is blacked out with the heavy rains.
Wonderful for days of travel. Very well. Um, well, I'll let you folks be on your way. I'll go back to camp.
As they're wandering by, you can tell the third one is muttering heavily in a very badly accented Orcish.
Um, can I tell what they look like?
Make a perception check.
Switch my screen.
They don't have any banners on them, do they? Purple.
You can tell that they are most likely half-orcs.
Did before I go, have you folks had any trouble in the town?
We've been coming from up north.
Hmm. Are you up past the not quite as far as the snow elves though, right?
No.
That's good.
Although, technically speaking, I guess they're just past us. We're the northernmost town. At least I believe that's where we were. We had to overwinter there. Really bad place to get stuck.
Yes, it's been a brutal winter so far. I think that should be over with now though.
That's good. We're just decided we're going to head on south until we find warmth.
Right, so you know, don't go all the way south. I hear there's some crazy cultists been growing in the southern kingdom.
Of course. Wouldn't that make everything even better?
Yep. Oh, also there's another volcano. I don't know how much you know about the Central Kingdom, but there's that Lonely Mountain. It's also a volcano.
Yeah, there we go. Any more volcanoes going to sprout up out of nowhere?
Maybe next week. I'm expecting one.
There
Probably
seems to be a
wherever we head
volcano
to.
everywhere we go.
The last one's muttering more and kicking the ground as they walk away.
Alright. Are you okay, sir? Anything I can help you with?
The one that's been talking is like, don't bother with him. He's just in a mood.
What?
It's been raining for the last 3 days he's walked.
Well, I just got done finished cooking the bacon. Would you like some?
we do have breakfast if you would like to join us.
No thanks, we have a long way to go.
Alright, very well.
We're tired of this northern snowy piece of crap.
Yes. Alrighty. You said you haven't seen the monks, right?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for...
Good luck in your travels.
One question.
Yes.
Do you know which place would be the best to find a boat?
A boat?
The water.
Well, I know the West 42. 42 had a plague go through it, whatever the name of that town was. But
That is the car.
is that the little village by the river there is empty now. You might be able to find a raft there, or at least shamblings of some. If not, you might have to head towards the coast.
Didn't
Yeah,
we
we were gonna
see
head to Grey Rock.
didn't we see some rafts frozen in the river next to the dock?
Yes.
I don't know how
We're
well they
looking
have
for a
held up.
sailing boat to get out in the ocean, to get away from this
Oh,
infernal land.
17 would be the best thing that Core would know. I can't remember the name of that.
Grey Rock. That's what they said.
New Rock. Yes, I would agree.
Grey Rock.
That'd be
Grey Rock.
gray.
The color gray
Okay.
rock.
Yes, Gray Rock would probably be your best bet.
That's what we thought.
You.
Even if the rivers are still iced up, we can walk down them to it.
Yep. Alrighty.
And the guy that's been talking waves politely.
I wave them off. Thanks for the conversation. Everyone can go back to
good luck in
bed.
your travels. Good luck in your travels, fair gentlemen.
I knocked the chicken
What
off my
time is
shoulder
it?
again.
What time is it?
It's-
All right, it's now 6 a.m. and y'all are all awake. You've eaten breakfast because you got up a little early.
Midnight. Come here and leave Core alone.
All right, with the heavy rain, it's going to take a little bit longer, but not too bad. Y'all still get there by 11.
Hmm.
In the distance, you would be able to see Norland, but because of the rain, you have to wait till you're much closer.
Okay.
Able to work on something.
Yeah, what?
You're not going to have time. You need to spend an entire day doing each one of those things. Because that's not a task you can interrupt because it's
That-
dealing with magic.
Yeah, that's a tree. That's a tree task job.
Oh, I get it. I'm just trying to find time.
Okay.
Yeah, odds are the best bet would be to find someone in the tree to do it for you.
Yeah. We
Well,
can.
then I would bring it to Aratane then.
Okay. Y'all have made it to the outskirts of Norland, and Norland is... It's in the plains, but the plains are not too far from the mountains and the hills and a little bit of forest, and it is a sleepy, standard northern town where in the town itself they've planted enough larger trees that it looks slightly wooded, which helps cut down the biting wind from the plains. And with the snow and the wind and the rain, the snow's been melting very steadily since y'all got the worm to leave. So the snows have started to dissipate, but in some areas up here, there's still a good bit of snow left, which is kind of odd considering the ground must have been really frozen to keep that snow there even in torrential rain. But the outskirts of Norland, they are not walled up.
Okay.
But you do notice that they have extra guards at each entrance, and it looks like the way the city was built, it's almost like it's naturally walled without having a wall built. Like the outer ring of buildings was placed together close enough to almost make a wall.
Okay. And do I know the location of the monastery?
You've only been there once or twice, and it is north just outside of town.
Okay.
On the total opposite of town from where y'all are.
Okay. Uh,
And you remember his message told you to go to the military academy,
ah.
not to the monastery.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to try to go there. Was that in the town?
The military academy is on the north side of town. Basically, as you're leaving town, that's where the academy is on the way towards the monastery.
Okay.
So your choice is to go through town or around town.
This a group. What do you think? I mean, I think it's safer to go around than through. But what are your thoughts?
Do they deal in precious stones? I was trying to get Needup's attention, but
We can at least ask the gods to see if they know anything going on at the academy.
it would be a good idea to get some information, because if anybody's going to have it, I would think it would be them. Wouldn't want to walk in blind.
True, true.
Okay. So you head to the first guard shack
Mhm.
where they're.
Southgate.
are?
Yeah, Southgate.
All right. The guards are sitting there, and as soon as y'all approach, you notice all of them look alert and are ready.
Oh, good morning, gods.
Morning. Where are you from?
From Riven.
Riven.
Yes, down in the southern.
That way down in the south.
Way down in the south. We've been walking for a while. Curious. We were just on our way to the academy.
Oh, you're going to Lond?
Yes. So everything going good there?
Well, last I heard, the first year's all vanished.
Vanished. That's worrying. Do you know what's going on?
Nope, they're a bit on alert right now. Not much info is getting out.
Is the academy locked down?
Well, they're slightly locked down.
Okay.
Not letting anyone out.
No one out. So we might still be able to get in.
I would
I'm gonna
guess
be
so.
stuck.
Do you know has the god investigated any?
No, not our town, not our jurisdiction.
Copy that.
Although a bunch of us came from there, so we all know the place pretty well, but they haven't asked for any official help yet.
I got you. Has this plague spared your town for the most part?
No, but it hasn't been too bad.
Well, that's good. It was pretty bad down near the river.
We've been surprised at how mild it's been for the people who catch it.
Yes, that's it's not the worst thing in the world unless you die, which then it's pretty bad.
And that's not even the worst of it.
I know I've seen horns and weird appendages growing out of various animals around here. So
Yep, those are the ones that get a little bit scary.
yes, yes.
We had one person burst into flame. He was fine with it, but he was on fire.
Yeah. That sounds painful and probably
No, he was fine with it.
he was.
His wife, not quite so good, though.
Yeah, it's probably rough on the bed trying to sleep like that.
And the house itself.
Yeah. Just imagine if you were in an inn and caught on fire. Whoa, the damage you probably ain't.
What I understand, they'd have run him out and tossed him in the trough.
Yes. Good old donkey.
Never heard of that before.
I do believe we have some experience with that situation.
Oh, a car over here. We've dumped him in the trough once or twice. The old soggy bottom of car, as we like to call him.
Right.
Yes. Well, we're not gonna cut through town. I don't think. We'll just go around. Is the north gate open?
You mean the lawn gate?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, because there's no real reason to go up there unless you're going to the academy or the monastery.
That's where we're going.
Well, that's where we're headed.
Yeah, east gate's open, just like this one. Keep an eye on guard there. I believe we now have a guard set at the lawn gate. Usually the academy guards it as part of their training.
Okay. Well, thank you for the info.
All right. Stay safe.
And off we go.
All right.
Into the wild blue yonder. Sorry to keep you.
During this, could I
Send my hat
travel
too.
to the tree to get Aratane all the things and maybe one of the weapons to begin working?
Yeah.
Maybe one of Core's hatchets.
That's fine.
Be okay being down a hatchet.
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, I have on my sheet it says it's like an unknown sword or something. I'm pretty sure it's just a katana, but it's not showing up.
Remember, you need to identify it.
Is this from the box?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can I make a quick roll on that?
I
Sure.
think this is one of those big ones that we couldn't figure out. We had a few items that we couldn't figure out.
Do you want
We all used
Arcana
it all.
or?
Either one. You tell me.
I would like
It's
to
gonna be
roll
a roll.
athletics so I can get a plus 20.
It's either Arcana or Occultism.
I'll do Arcana then.
Not a chance.
What are you looking at, Core?
I'm looking at this this sword that I got from the box.
I don't know what
Pretty
it is.
pretty tough trying to figure out what this thing is.
Wait, what's going on?
You actually gave yourself a migraine trying to look at the sword.
Right here, this interesting sword here.
I'm gonna go
Hold
talk
on,
to
hold-
Aratane. I can't deal with this.
I wouldn't say I noticed this grouping up. It's like, what are we doing over here?
Remember the
I'm
sword?
going
You
back
looked
to
at the
the
sword
tree.
before. We couldn't figure this out.
Oh, can I try taking a look at it
Yeah,
again?
come on. Yeah, come on. See if I.
Hold it up by its hilt
No.
with the points down. Let's see if that makes a difference.
Oh gosh.
All right, let's see what happens now.
Hmm.
It just got worse and worse and worse.
It's almost really bad.
That's not good. That's not good.
Okay. You are examining the sword, trying to figure out what it does, and you accidentally stab your hand into the sword.
You're about to find out what it does.
And you are on fire and bleeding profusely.
Hmm.
Oh, well, ow. Did you drop the sword or something?
You said point
I
it
was
down.
looking at it.
I pointed it down.
I was looking.
You shouldn't put your hand on the blade.
Alright. You immediately took 11 damage from the sword itself, and you're now bleeding 4 damage around.
Nice.
I guess I'll heal you.
Yes, thank you, Eve. I was just going to.
No,
I just
I
kinda-
believe I need to.
It's
I
leaving
believe I
quite
need
the
to
trail
stew-
of blood.
I believe
Sometimes
I
I
need
just
to
have
stew
to
in my
let you
mistakes.
guys.
I need to stew in my mistakes.
I did wait a minute. You are on fire, so I
Surprised it
just
ain't.
watched you literally just grab the sword part. So
Just like you need to deserve that for a few seconds.
Absolutely. I made a mistake.
These things are sharp.
I
Alright.
barely touched it.
It's probably all
Anyone
this
else wanna
rain.
try again? Everyone can get one more try if they want to try again, except for Hakar. He can't try again at all with the sword ever.
Yeah.
Did I leave? I'm gonna say I left. I'm not getting another try. I left. I'm
None of
sorry.
y'all are even close.
Hmm. It's just.
What happens if I
what
didn't
if
leave? This
we
is a
bring
what if.
this?
Of
What
course.
if we brought it to Debbie? What if?
So we know I
We're gonna
wouldn't have
have to
figured
take
out.
Oh!
it for the mage to identify.
Yes. All right. Hatala, before you go, Can you just take
Large
this
gun.
with you? We're not having luck here. It's beyond
Well,
us.
I guess I could have done that.
I can tell you that it is very powerful.
Do we
'Cause,
have a mage we can
yeah,
bring it to?
that hurt a
Mhm.
lot.
We've got a Devi, we've got Eritane.
Oh yeah.
There's probably
Debbie
some
could
Order of the
definitely do it.
Keys folks. Who knows what the Nadi are hiding? There's some villagers now.
I think the Inati have started hiding spiders in their rooms. That's just my conspiracy.
Started. That-
They worship a spider.
Spiders have
No,
grown
no, but
up
I
in the
think the new spiders, like the newborns, they hide them in the rooms and try to keep them as pets until they can't handle them anymore, and then they'll unleash them on the tree. Of course,
That's
it
a-
really has no effect, but that's just
That's a
my
very
conspiracy theory.
convoluted theory that means nothing.
Exactly.
All right.
Car's over here overthinking life like Derek does.
Mm-hmm.
But they worship them. Of course, they want to have them like as pets.
Oh yeah, it's very sound logic.
Somebody's coloring.
Okay. So, you take it to Debbie?
Yeah, I'll take it to Debbie, and then what?
And an axe. So I got one weapon, one axe. I do have a hand crossbow.
Do you not have your original katana, or is this is because you shoved this into the
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
All right. You get back from the tree, and Debbie has identified the katana.
Thanks, Debbie.
This
Yeah.
katana.
It is now a +2 greater striking, wounding, flaming katana.
You would think that I would be able to figure that out from just getting stuck by it,
Ooh.
but no.
Well, you got the wounding and flaming.
Yeah, you definitely
'Cause
got that.
I
Weapon
knew
is-
it. I knew it was wounding. I knew it was flaming. Just how much?
+2.
But it's a +2 greater striking.
Oh, he's
So
got like a
Double the dice. So
lightsaber.
the fact that it only gave you 11 damage, you lucky.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lightsaber.
Well, I always say that we learn from our failures, and that was definitely a failure.
Is that
Yes.
a laser-
Now
is that a laser
it
sword?
rolls 3 dice for damage instead of 2.
Next upgrade, we're gonna have to get on all our stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or have it upgraded by the Fire Titan, like William. I mean, like Core. He just shoves his sword in a hole.
It's just a good activity.
Question. Talking about runes and things like that, is there a way to reverse engineer runes?
You want?
If you have access to the item, you can try to figure out your own recipe. But
Interesting.
it is kind of hard.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume, but if we were to come across like a really high level weapon and technically nobody wanted to use the weapon
We can transfer
for
runes.
some crazy, well, I know, but I'm saying for some crazy reason, could we instead of just transferring, try to learn it during the transfer process? That way that we can duplicate it for other weapons. That's what my thinking is.
When you upgrade one that has the first level, you reduce the cost of the items needed by the cost of that first level. So if you're going from 1 to 2, the cost is 450, or however the cost is, minus the cost for 1. Like, maybe if I can spell, I'll give you the direct example.
Well, because I have the utmost respect for Hatala and her crafting abilities. I believe that she can reverse engineer anything.
Like, to give the example, a greater striking rune is 1,065 gold pieces. Striking is 65. So to upgrade from striking to greater striking, if you did it yourself, instead of being 535, it's actually 535 minus 65.
Hmm.
Not a big discount, but it is a discount. And when you get into the higher levels, it makes more sense. Like going from no striking to striking major would be 31,000 gold.
Yeah, because what my thinking was is that being able to duplicate these fancy items without destroying them is kind of my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so we did not buy striking runes.
No.
We
bought
bought
potency.
the recipe, the
We bought
potency recipe, potency recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you've got to have the +2 to get the greater striking if you wanted it. But none of y'all are even close to the level for that either, because y'all have to go up 3 more levels before you can start making those.
Yeah. Yeah, like of course there's a balance to it, but I'm just trying to think, all right, hey, I have this weapon. I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to sell it. I would like to learn from this weapon and be able to use its abilities
Yeah.
wherever I choose.
Alright. So y'all make it around the edge of town?
Mm-hmm.
It's 12:30 and y'all can see the Lond Academy.
Do they have any gods? Anyone up? Ooh.
That's pretty. It looks like it's straight out of Valheim.
Let's remember this.
Looks a lot like
To me, it looks more like Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Because remember, this is basically the Norse area of the world.
Looks like
Yeah,
a
so you
mix.
would get Viking Viking type buildings. Yeah.
I'm thinking Horizon.
Yeah, it looks
Because I've
more
been
like a
playing
mix.
that recently.
So.
Well,
Just doesn't have all the tech.
I saw the dragon on the roof, and then the shields on the door, and I'm like, oh, Valheim.
Yeah, that's Valheim for sure.
I mean, it looks like a lot like Moe's base in that game, or either Moe's or Payton's. I don't remember.
All right. So here's the question. Y'all are at the Lond Academy. Do you want to stop and next time enter the Lond Academy and begin your investigation? Or we've got 20 minutes left.
Mm,
Kind
I'm
of
gonna
want to
need-
start it fresh next week rather than being halfway into it this week.
okay.
Personally.
And then next week we can just do the whole thing with the academy and the monastery.
Sounds like a
Agreed.
plan.
All right.
Agreed.
Agree
then.
upon.
Alright, well, everyone, thank you for watching the stream. Next week, though, we will be streaming from our new group called Way of the Dice. Yes, so if you haven't caught us, I think it's in the chat. Am I right?
Yep, you should be able to click on the title of the Way of the Dice and go right to it and be able to follow.
Phenomenal. Also, I believe next month, maybe in the next week or two, we're going to be getting playing some Valheim as a group. So if you like that or want to come just hang with us, feel free to do that as well. Other than that, though, you folks have a beautiful night. And so long.
Hey, boy.
Yeah.